Network. From Learfield, you're listening to the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show, the premium label of choice. Now, it's time for the Cyclone Tip-Off Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show, and welcome to Cyclone Basketball. Today from T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, it is round 3 of Farmageddon between Iowa State and Kansas State, two teams that just saw each other this past Saturday as they take the floor for a quarterfinal round matchup here in the Big 12 tournament. John Walters courtside with Eric Heft. Glad you could join us. And Eric, we're going to see a Kansas State team that really seems to be improving. They looked good yesterday in beating Texas,
especially in the second half.
Yes.
One of the big things in that game. Two quick fouls in the second half on Dylan Dessou, kind of took him out of the game, and
then the third one he got in the second half was awful.
Yeah,
driving for a loose ball, and Marcus.
I thought that was kind of a foul.
Oh man, I didn't. But okay, yeah. All right. Well,
we'll
agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah. But having said that, they played well, and Tyler Perry was really good in the second half in particular, and they really got it rolling. They were down 10 in the first half, 10 at the break, and it just kind of came out and imposed their will. I thought they were the better defensive team as Texas shot below 30% from the field in the second half. And, it's one of the things about this K-State team. They are a good defensive team, and Iowa State lately has not been fluid on offense, and hopefully a little time off and refocus, and Iowa State can be a little bit better on that end of the floor.
We'll come back with more of the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield. You find yourself frustrated with your company's apparel? Does it fall short of representing your brand effectively? It's time to elevate your standards and make the switch to gear with the Authentic Brand label. Even the big brands can't compete with the incredible range of products, fabrics, and sizes offered. Look and feel authentic, because that's what your brand is. Tell your trusted supplier you want the label our team proudly wears. Tell them you want Authentic Brand.
Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka. Raise a glass of award-winning vodka as you cheer on Iowa State athletes. Made with premium ingredients and bottled locally at Iowa Distilling Company, one of Iowa's largest native distilleries, that bottles 7 spirits locally, including our flagship Prairie Fire Cinnamon Whiskey and Saints and Sinners Apple Pie. Proud to now include Iowa State 1858 vodka in the lineup. Remember, a portion of the proceeds go to ISU Athletics, and we will collective with every bottle sold. Learn more by visiting iowadistilling.com/Iowa State 1858. Please enjoy responsibly.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Cyclone farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day through every season with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you, from planting and spraying to steering, harvesting, and more. Based in Ames, Iowa, our products like the Cyclones are the top of the line. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with Ag Leader this year.
Welcome back to the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. Big 12 quarterfinal tonight between the number 2 seed, Iowa State, and the number 10 seed, Kansas State, which advanced with a victory over Texas last night. And for the second straight year, as a result of that, Eric, Iowa State faces the same team that they played in the regular season finale in the Big 12 tournament to open it up. And they beat Baylor here a year ago. Actually made it 2 straight over the Bears. 3 straight.
3 straight, actually,
yeah.
if we're counting. But hopefully Iowa State will have a chance to play the Bears tomorrow night. But got to take care of this business first. Iowa State won that first game 78-67 in a kind of a contentious game at times. But Iowa State pulled away at the end. And it was, a 4-point game Saturday in Manhattan. And then Iowa State just couldn't seem to get going. A bad start to the second half. Put Iowa State behind the 8 ball, and they could just never catch up. And just when Iowa State, you thought maybe they were going to get back into it. A couple of big threes by the Wildcats kind of stretched it out and kept Iowa State at arm's length, and just really couldn't make a serious challenge at the end of that game.
Well, this will be the 9th game of this Big 12 tournament. Feels like we've been down here for a while watching other teams play, and 8 of them are already eliminated. And so as this one tips, there's 6 that have a chance to win a championship.
Well, true. And once again, you talk about NCAA tournament as well. We talked about this before the game Saturday in Manhattan. K-State is lurking around the bubble, and they needed that win Saturday. If they don't win Saturday, I don't think they're in any discussion. Now they're in a discussion, I would have to think, but another win here today would put them certainly in a decent shape. We have a couple of really big quad 1A type wins, if you will. I don't know how much that matters right now, but once again, they do factor in who you're playing, whether you call it a quad 1 or whatever. And so it would be a really big win for K-State and their NCAA tournament hopes.
Yeah, they had a great win last night over Texas. They look to make it 2 straight here today. Probably will be about a 50-50 crowd split. A lot of Kansas State fans down here, a ton of Iowa State fans.
Well, one of the big things is, too, that originally in this session, had KU won last night, it would have been the 3 most populous fan bases in Kansas City. Iowa State, Kansas, and K-State. With Kansas not being here, I wonder what happened to those tickets. Who snapped them up?
And if you're a Kansas fan, which of your rivals do you sell them to? Iowa State or Kansas State?
Oh, I think we'd have a really good shot at that.
Or maybe they sell them to Baylor. I don't know. But one other,
you got to have a buyer.
One other fan base that really did a great job representing here this week was BYU, and they're eliminated now. So if Iowa State was to eliminate Kansas State tonight, oh man, that convoy down I-35 tomorrow, because really the 3 other most populous crowds here are all gone, and it's like, okay, let's pack the car and go.
Tickets would be should be readily available at that point. But first things first. Take care of business.
All right, we'll come back with more of the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. We'll hear from assistant coach Kyle Green. Next, you're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Spot less. Introducing the cleanup for tar spot, gray leaf spot, southern rust, and more. Novel next generation Adastrio fungicide broadens your spectrum and strengthens your residual when it comes to foliar disease control in corn. Visit your FMC retailer or adastrio.ag.fmc.com to clean up this season. Follow 2EE for tar spot management in corn. Valid until 1/31/28. Always read and follow all label directions.
Tournament Club of Iowa, designed by golf legend Arnold Palmer. TCI is his only signature course in the state. TCI is a public course that offers a challenging yet enticing experience for golfers of all levels. Cap off your round with breathtaking views and a delicious meal at the TCI Bar and Grill. Come check out TCI's About Golf Simulators, now open to the public. Looking for a unique setting for your wedding, party, or outing? Look no further than TCI. Visit tcofiowa.com to book your tee time today.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Get in the right seat at Van Wall with special offers like a 1023E for only $129 per month.
Offer ends 4/30/2024. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Around here, Jack Frost nips more than just your nose. That's why the Midwest gets Honda. Dependable, all-wheel drive with heated steering wheel and seats to keep Jack Frost off your seat. Nice. Which will make it very happy. And since it's no fun to gas up in this weather, isn't it cool that Honda has such legendary fuel efficiency? New Hondas are arriving, but so is Mr. Frost. So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Welcome back to the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. Iowa State and Kansas State, certainly familiar opponents as they prepare to meet for the 240th time all time and the 3rd time this season. But to get a little better feel for the matchup, we visited earlier today with assistant coach Kyle Green. Coach, what do you want to see differently defensively this time around against these guys?
Yeah, we've been able to bring the fight to the other team, so to speak, of dictating and being aggressive and physical early in the offense.
How about rebounding? It feels like Hassan, I think he had 7 offensive rebounds. How important to keep him off the glass tonight?
It's very important. I mean, that game the other night against Kansas State and then the Houston game were the only 2 games we got out-rebounded. And because of the lineups we play, we're going to have to be very physical on the glass and get them out of, we're in rotation, so we have to kind of get back to our guy and hit him and block him out. And that'll be a key to the game, our transition defense, our ability to keep them off the glass. We know if we can make them play in the half court, we should have success.
When you guys are able to get those 10, 12 points off your turnovers, man, what a difference it makes in trying to get to 68, 70, to have that 10 or 12.
No question. We turned them over 15 times the other day, but we didn't turn those into offense the way that we normally do, and that'll certainly be an expectation tonight, is that we'll get after them and turn them over and turn that into offense, and then play offensively in the paint. When we get into the paint offensively, that creates opportunities on the perimeter. It creates second chance points. It gets us to the foul line. All things are going to be really important tonight.
Yeah, Kansas State won points off turnovers 20-11 in that game Saturday in Manhattan, even though the turnovers were really pretty equal. But, Eric, that's just a category that Iowa State has to win pretty consistently to have success.
Well, I think so, especially when you're playing a team that is prone to turnovers. Iowa State's got to do a little bit better job of forcing turnovers and maybe a better job taking care of the ball. I mean, those things are kind of obvious. But I think the ability, one of the things people think a lot of times, points off turnovers. Well, you could get a turnover. It could be a travel, and you run your half-court offense. Well, if you're struggling in your half-court offense, those numbers, the points off turnovers, won't reflect maybe how well you're playing defensively. But at the same time, when you get those opportunities, you got to cash in. But, we heard Kyle talk about, on offense, getting the paint. I think that's an area where Iowa State is getting into the paint, but sometimes they're getting in too deep. And I think when you go in the paint, you got to have an escape plan. So if I get in there, it gets really congested. Sometimes there are a lot of guys around. The shots are going to be really difficult. You got to know where to go with the ball once you break the defense down, not just, throw something up. And Iowa State's been guilty of that a little bit. And I think, sometimes when Iowa State gets stale, that's one of their issues. They're maybe getting a little fatigued, and they just, try to do it themselves.
Well, hitting some three-point shots would certainly open up the paint a little bit, too. And lately, Kurt Jones has been the guy making those. But you need some other guys. Got to get Milan going again. Got to get Keyshawn going again from three. And
Taman.
And he did have a good shooting game against BYU. But, getting some more guys making them can really open up the paint a little bit, too.
Oh, absolutely. And once again, three-pointers count a lot more. 50% more than the twos. But if you can get it going too, they're momentum plays.
Yeah.
A double momentum. It's like a dunk. Well, a dunk's like 2.5 points. And a three sometimes, if it stems a run or extends a run and forces them into a timeout, it's worth more than the 3 points itself.
We'll come back with more of the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka. Raise a glass of award-winning vodka as you cheer on Iowa State athletes. Made with premium ingredients and bottled locally at Iowa Distilling Company, one of Iowa's largest native distilleries that bottles 7 spirits locally, including our flagship Prairie Fire Cinnamon Whiskey and Saints and Sinners Apple Pie. Proud to now include Iowa State 1858 vodka in the lineup. Remember, a portion of the proceeds go to ISU Athletics, and we will collective with every bottle sold. Learn more by visiting iowadistilling.com/Iowa State 1858. Please enjoy responsibly. It's another water quality slam dunk for Iowa farmers with their planting of cover crops. Almost 2 million acres of cover crops were sown in Iowa last year compared to just 10,000 acres in 2010. This progress is building soil health and improving water quality. Iowa farmers care about the water we share. This message is brought to you by Iowa Corn Promotion Board, Pivot Bio, and Delta Dental of Iowa as a commitment to improving the health and wellness of all Iowans. Get in the game and learn more at cleanwateriowa.org.
Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the Premier Chevy dealers are proud to partner with the Iowa State men's basketball team by raising money for every free throw made by the Cyclones all season long. Proceeds benefit the American Cancer Society and the Coaches vs. Cancer program right here in the state of Iowa. Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the Premier Chevy dealers are cheering on the Cyclones from the free throw line and helping with cancer awareness efforts across the state of Iowa.
Welcome to Game Day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Iowa farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, go Clones. BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Iowa State Athletics. Go Clones.
When it comes to quality, comfort, and exceptional style, trust your image to Authentic Brand. It's the best-known label there is. Insist on Authentic Brand label from your trusted supplier today. Well, Iowa State has won 4 of the last 9 Big 12 tournaments, which were completed. Of course, 4 years ago, the nightmare here where we turned around and head back before that tournament got done after losing to Oklahoma State. But there was no champion that year. But of the last 9 tournaments that have been completed, Iowa State has won it 4 times. That's pretty impressive.
Crazy. I saw a stat that Iowa State is the only team among the quarterfinalists that's ever won the Big 12 tournament. And, of course, Iowa State's won those 4 times, plus in 2000 as well when it was the Big 12. 96 when the final year of the Big 8 prior to the formation of the Big 12. But you look back, of course, Houston's never had a chance. UCF never had a chance. Cincinnati never had a chance. So for all those teams, that's one thing. But to say K-State had never won it is
a little bit surprising, isn't it?
A little bit surprising. They had some good teams. They've had a couple of Elite 8 teams in there, but it's hard to win.
I'm surprised Baylor hasn't.
Yeah,
but they've gotten to the final.
Iowa State has beaten them in the final.
Yeah,
that was Iowa State's first win 9 years ago, or 10 years ago, I guess it was. Like
they reached
2014.
Against Texas another time, I think, or Missouri maybe. They've been in there a few times, but haven't won it. So Iowa State's kind of had a real run of success here in Kansas City, and obviously as they continue to win and the fans continue to make their way down here, that home court advantage continues to build. But this is going to be an electric atmosphere here tonight because there will be a lot of Kansas State fans. There will be a lot of Iowa State fans. This is going to be a true neutral site game with 2 teams very well represented. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Got to be kind of, you go back to the old high school games,
right,
where you have, those big high school games when it's like there's cheering all the time.
Yeah.
There's never that lull.
Or if you think back to when Iowa State has faced Kansas in championship games here, and maybe Kansas had a slight edge, but it wasn't big.
Yeah.
And, it'd be something kind of similar to that. But we'll come back with more of the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
New basketball fans, want to drive a winner? Get in a Toyota and see how impressive they are. The RAV4 is a versatile playmaker built to get the crowd going. The Highlander is a slam dunk when it comes to space. And the Camry is a fast break of fun and reliability. Plus, these Toyotas come with available all-wheel drive, so you can drive the lane with power. Visit Toyota.com to learn more, or check out your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
Glacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Cyclone athletics around Jack Trice Stadium, Hilton Coliseum, and the Stark Performance Center. Glacier Graphics and Signs helps you build your brand through the use of high-impact graphics, signage, and video displays designed specifically to tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Glacier Graphics and Signs, the preferred graphics and signage provider of Iowa State athletics. Visit them online at glacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Cyclone games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They're committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Hi, this is Kevin with Avila Bank. We want to wish the best of luck to our Cyclones. We're proud they're working hard and working together to achieve their goals. At Avila Bank, we are following those same principles using hard work and dedication to help our customers reach their goals. Whether that's buying new equipment for your farm or business, financing real estate, or establishing a business line of credit. We want to be a part of your team and work with you to achieve your goals. Stop in at Avila Bank and speak with a banker today. Avila Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. Big 12 quarterfinals today. Iowa State and Kansas State. And, Iowa State has not been an offensive machine of late. The last time they scored 70-plus in a game was against West Virginia at home. And not that that's something they have to get to in order to win, but it sure helps. Yeah. And earlier this week, we talked to Curtis Jones, Trey King about what it might take to kind of tweak this offense and get it going again.
Our defense is usually always pretty good, but obviously the offense has slipped a little bit and just trying to get that back on track. So we've really been working on offense a lot these past couple of days. The point of emphasis has been just everybody getting back to what they do best for our team. That might not be shots all the time. It might be setting screens, or it might be cutting, or it might be shots for certain people. So just getting back to what makes everybody successful in their role.
I think the biggest thing is just ball movement, just making sure everybody's involved. I think that, these past 3 or 4 games, the reason why we got in such battles and fights is because even though we were getting stops on the defensive end, offensively, the ball was kind of stuck on one side of the floor a lot, and there wasn't a lot of movement on the backside. So we didn't really have defenders on the weak side really shifting and stuff like that, so they could really lock in on guys like Los and Kurt, and so that, limited their shots and opportunities as well. So I think the more that we move the ball and keep people moving, keep everybody involved and stuff on the offensive end, I think we'll be just fine again.
Yeah, I love the fact that these guys don't point the finger at any one individual. They just feel like it's a team thing and they can do it together. And I do think they're right. I think that this is something that can be tweaked a little bit, and it doesn't have to be overhauled.
It's been good at times this year. Very good. Just a matter of right now, Iowa State's not making the perimeter shot. It doesn't have many guys contributing from the perimeter. And Iowa State's had a few too many turnovers, too, that have hurt. And part of that has to do with really good defenses that Iowa State has been playing. But it's, again, you want to get pieces of the paint. That doesn't mean you have to shoot it from the paint. And I think that's an area, where Iowa State's gotten in a little bit of trouble.
And you're right.
How many blocked shots the other day?
Right.
I mean, Gasson had 7 offensive rebounds, a bunch of blocked shots. The whole team, Colbert, they were really good protecting the rim, especially in the first half.
I think this little bit of extra rest that Iowa State got this week could really do some good as far as I was watching practice this morning, and Keyshawn Gilbert was moving around really well. Taman's moving really well. And if those guys can get back to having that explosive first step, I think it can make a world of difference.
Yeah, the first step, obviously, when you're trying to get by somebody, how critical is that? Both those guys are strong enough. If that first step gets you, so you're a quarter of the way past the guy, you can muscle your way all the way to the basket. But if you don't have that explosive, so the other thing too is when you get in there and if your legs aren't really fresh and you're trying to get up and finish, I've seen Keyshawn not be able to get up and finish lately, and hopefully that's going to change.
Yeah, as you mentioned, a lot of block shots for Kansas State. That's probably a direct result of exactly what you're just talking about. We'll come back with more of the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show in a couple of minutes. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield. Whether it's polished polos for the office or comfy hoodies for the game, make sure your apparel carries the Authentic Brand name. Our team dresses like champions in Authentic Brand. Enhance your company's image and everyday style with products that carry the Authentic Brand label. Ask your supplier for Authentic Brand and see for yourself why it's more than just a label, it's a statement.
Two teams with one goal of a lower carbon future. Chevron Renewable Energy Group, based right here in Ames, and Iowa State University, have been working as a team for over 10 years to shoot towards a lower carbon campus and develop the leaders of tomorrow. Chevron Renewable Energy Group not only supports athletics, but is a supporter of various clubs on campus. We are proud to support the next generation of leaders at Iowa State University. Learn more at regi.com.
Cyclone power can be felt all over Iowa State University. From the court to campus, solar power to horsepower, it all combines to show the superpower of Cyclone Nation. Join students, alumni, faculty, and friends of Iowa State around the world for 24 hours of Cyclone power during Forever True Day, an online day of giving to celebrate philanthropy and all things ISU. Participate in the fun starting noon April 3rd to noon April 4th, and make plans to help us celebrate Iowa State at forevertrueday.com.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Our quick look around the Big 12 Conference is brought to you by Authentic Brand. Insist on gear with the Authentic Brand label for your company's apparel. It's the premium brand alternative you deserve. Tell your trusted supplier today. Well, Eric, this is the third game of the day. To recap what happened in the first couple.
Texas Tech opened the day, just jumped all over BYU and put it on them. And sometimes you look, well, BYU had to play yesterday. And Tech didn't. So it was a really fast start for Tech. They defeat BYU 81-67. They were up as many as, I think, 23 in the second half in that game. At one point, it got it down to 7. And then back-to-back threes by Tech kind of got it back up and ended up being a 14-point game. And then, speaking of bad starts, Houston and TCU. TCU was down 16-0.
And it was almost halfway through the first half before they got a basket, before they scored.
Right.
At all.
Yeah. I mean, it was that Houston defense. And the defense is so good. And Iowa State's is certainly great as well. But, man, they are in the opponent's heads. And TCU had a lot of good shots. They had 18 offensive rebounds in the first half after their misses, and still only had 15 points total in the first half. So just the block shots of Houston inside, but TCU just rushing shots because they catch it and they out of the corner of their eye they're looking to see if somebody's coming. And hey, buddy, you're wide open, just shoot it and make it. But they couldn't do it. But once again, it was their second game in 2 days as well. So we'll see if that carries through here tonight. Of course, K-State played last night, and Iowa State hasn't played since last Saturday.
A little coaching news around the conference here in the last couple of days, too. The two teams that were eliminated on the first day, Oklahoma State and West Virginia, are releasing their coaches. Josh Eilert was already in an interim position anyway, so he will not get the full-time job. And then Mike Boynton let go by Oklahoma State.
After 7 years, had a winning record, but only one NCAA tournament. He would have had another one or two. Probably had one, the canceled COVID year, and then throw it. They were the best luck. They were the one team. The whole FBI scandal. They were the one team that got a penalty, really. It was crazy, and that was a postseason ban in the year. I would say they would have made it that year as well. So, yeah, just really some bad luck for him. And, but at the same time, you're 4-14 in the league, and it's a very competitive business. Mike's a good guy, so wish him the best.
All right, well, that wraps up the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. We're going to return with the Coach's Corner after these messages. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Cyclone farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day through every season with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you, from planting and spraying to steering, harvesting, and more. Based in Ames, Iowa, our products like the Cyclones are the top of the line. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with Ag Leader this year.
Lots of insurance companies make promises about how much you can save if you switch over to them. Well, here's our promise. With the West Bend policy, you can save everything, every memory, every detail, everything you've worked so hard for. Once it comes time to actually make a claim, a cheap insurance policy can really cost you. Why not protect everything that matters with a policy from West Bend? Because the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Welcome to Game Day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Iowa farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, go Clones! BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Iowa State Athletics. Go Clones!
Wherever people work, live, or play, there is a plumber and steam fitter who made it possible. In today's business climate, you need partners you can trust. Partners that care about your company and your customers. Partners like the plumbers and steam fitters, Local Union 33. Local Union 33 finds the right people, trains them exceptionally well, and supplies a qualified workforce, whether you need general or specialized skills. For more information, log on to ualocal33.org.
Celebrating 60 years. Sukup Manufacturing Company offers quality products from a family-owned and operated business. A winning combination of producing innovative and reliable grain storage and grain handling products, giving you back the quality time for what's most important to you. Visit sukup.com to find your dealer today.
On the Cyclones Sports Network. From Learfield, you've been listening to the Authentic Brand Tip-Off Show. Look and feel authentic because that's what your brand is. You're listening to the Iowa Soybean Association, driven to deliver Coach's Corner. Just as the Cyclones deliver on the court, the Iowa Soybean Association and the Soybean Checkoff are driven to deliver opportunities and results for Iowa's 40,000 soybean farmers. See for yourself at iasoybeans.com. And by West Bend Insurance, the silver lining. Now, here is your host, the voice of the Cyclones, John Walters.
Clean burning biodiesel, frying your favorite ballpark food, the sneakers you wear, the tires that take you places. They all have one thing in common. They're made using Iowa-grown soybeans. The Iowa Soybean Association is driven to deliver sustainable soy solutions to every life, every day. Learn how the Iowa Soybean Association delivers for you at iasoybeans.com. Jerome Tang, in his second year at Kansas State, brings his team back here to Kansas City for the Big 12 tournament, and TJ Otzelberger in his third year at Iowa State, and he, of course, has been a part of Iowa State's coaching staff on many other occasions. He certainly knows this venue and this tournament very well.
No question. And, of course, Jerome Tang, all the years he was an assistant at Baylor. He's got a pretty good handle on it as well.
Yeah. Well, two coaches that have split during the regular season, and we'll come back and visit with TJ Otzelberger next. This is Cyclone Basketball from Learfield.
Score big with biodiesel. From your farm to the Cardinal and Gold bus carrying the Cyclones on game day. Better, cleaner now biodiesel helps you score big when the game is on the line. Delivering on the court, in the field, and in the environment. Biodiesel. Grow it, request it, use it. Get in the game by visiting iasoybeans.com. This message brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association and powered by the Soybean Checkoff.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletic season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Raceline Alternative Energy is creating clean, renewable energy right here in rural Iowa. Our processes convert livestock waste and other organic sources into renewable natural gas. We're going one step further, not only creating renewable energy, but also improving air, water, and soil quality through our prairie restoration and cover cropping practices. To learn more about our renewable natural gas production and our ecological services, visit us online at racelinealternativeenergy.com.
Farming is not easy or predictable, especially when it comes to nitrogen. Until now. Pivot Bioproven 40 On Seed for corn is microbial nitrogen that is directly on the seed. No need to lift, haul, inject, or apply it. Why? Because the nitrogen you need is already on the seed. It's that easy. So why not pivot to easy with Pivot Bioproven 40 On Seed? Contact your Pivot Bio sales rep or visit pivotbio.com.
It's the Drive to Deliver Coach's Corner, a pregame visit with TJ Otzelberger, Iowa State, and Kansas State again today, Coach. And, you know, as you look at this tournament, I'm sure it'd be nice to advance. It'd be great to win it, but I'm sure in your mind, the most important thing is that you guys play the way you know you can.
Yeah, we'd like to play to the best of our ability. We've really been putting the time in offensively to get great ball movement, to play for one another, to create a lot of screening action, off-ball movement, get ball reversals, and then be great on the offensive glass. For our team, with the togetherness we have, we want that to show up on offense the same way it does on defense.
You did get a little extra rest. This is the 9th game of the tournament. 8 teams already eliminated by the time you play tonight. So did that help your team, you think?
We needed some extra time, as the season has gone on. Since the Houston game, we hadn't really had a bye or an opportunity to have an extra day off here or there. So our guys benefited from back-to-back off days earlier this week on Sunday, Monday, and we've seen a renewed energy, excitement, and intensity in practice each day.
Kansas State has been vulnerable to turnovers this season, but you did not take great advantage of that down in Manhattan. How much could it help as you're trying to get to maybe 68, 70 points to get 12, 14 points just with layups off transition?
Yeah, that's the biggest stat for us today is points off turnovers that we generate and then trying to prevent that the other way. On Saturday at their place, we only had 11. They had 20. So it's turning those turnovers into points, something we've been elite, probably as good or better than anyone in the country this year, and it's going to be important that shows up for us here today.
Back to wrap things up with TJ on the Drive to Deliver Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association. Sometimes work is fine. You're thankful for the paycheck, but if you're honest with yourself, you'd really love a hands-on, honest-to-goodness, hard work kind of job, one that's fulfilling and pays well. Is it possible that the grass really is greener out there? Not everybody finds a rewarding career working alongside the farmers of Iowa that they know and respect, but the positions do exist. The grass really is greener at Key Cooperative's 20 locations across central Iowa. Think about the possibilities. Think about Key Cooperative.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
A locally owned and operated franchise, Papa John's of Iowa is proud to be an official sponsor of Iowa State Athletics. Papa John's of Iowa. Better rewards with every bite. Earn rewards when you buy a pizza to enjoy during the game or for picking one up on your drive home after the game. Earn 1 point for every $1 spent. Earn $10 of Papa Dough when you reach 75 points. Sign up today at papajohns.com.
Mary Greeley wants you for our award-winning team. We provide outstanding patient care throughout central Iowa, and we're looking for a variety of healthcare professionals, including nurses and patient care techs. We also have part-time jobs for students, competitive salaries, great benefits, and an unbeatable workplace culture. Learn more about your opportunities at mgmc.org/careers.
We're back visiting with TJ Otzelberger. It's Iowa State and Kansas State today. And Coach, offensively, it doesn't feel like you need to reinvent the wheel, but you do need to get back to doing the things you do well, really well.
Yeah, and that starts with attacking in transition. When we do get a turnover, we need to be very opportunistic at looking at those opportunities and capitalizing. Then if we're not able to get that, it involves us having more patience, more resolve to play for one another, get ball reversals, get everybody involved, get back in the paint, and then get on the offensive boards. That's what's made our offense successful this season.
How important is it today to screen like you mean it, cut like you mean it, and go to the offensive glass like you mean it?
Yeah, everything physical. We're a team that prides itself on being the more physical team. That wasn't the case last time against these guys on Saturday. So the physical element on the glass, on defense, on offense needs to show up. Offensively, that involves screening, cutting, taking cuts, driving it hard, everything that we do, going to the offensive glass with great force. All those things are going to be really important here tonight.
Gassan had, I think it was 7 offensive rebounds down in Manhattan. He has a real knack for it. He's one of the best in the Big 12. How do you keep him off the glass?
You've got to be very intentional. It's not just the man guarding him, it's rotations. A lot of times a guard could end up in our rotation blocking him out. You've got to do everything in your power to keep him off the glass. It takes great mental focus. It takes great effort, and then it's executing on both ways, understanding that we've got to be intentional to go hit him every time so he doesn't get clear runs to the boards.
This will be a true neutral court game. I mean, there'll be a lot of Iowa State fans down here and a lot of Kansas State fans. How excited are you to see your guys play in that setting, considering that, you were 18-0 at home this season? When your fans are behind you, you've played very well.
Yeah, we've been fortunate not only at home, but in some of our road games have our fans travel. We know that's going to be the case here today. So our guys feed off that energy. We're so grateful and thankful to our fan base for how they travel. And I know that they'll give us great energy at points in the game today. And our guys will do their part as well.
All right, TJ, good luck with the game today. We'll look forward to catching up with you afterwards.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, John.
That wraps up the Drive to Deliver Coach's Corner, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association. Back with more pregame on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Iowa Soybean Association Driven to Deliver Coach's Corner, brought to you by Plumbers and Steam Fitters Local Union 33, your partner in success. Now, stay tuned for the Cyclones warm-up show. This is Iowa State Cyclone basketball from Learfield.
Score big with biodiesel. From your farm to the Cardinal and Gold bus carrying the Cyclones on game day. Better, cleaner now biodiesel helps you score big when the game is on the line. Delivering on the court, in the field, and in the environment. Biodiesel. Grow it, request it, use it. Get in the game by visiting iasoybeans.com. This message brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association and powered by the Soybean Checkoff.
Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the premier Chevy dealers are proud to partner with the Iowa State men's basketball team by raising money for every free throw made by the Cyclones all season long. Proceeds benefit the American Cancer Society and the Coaches vs. Cancer program right here in the state of Iowa. Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the premier Chevy dealers are cheering on the Cyclones from the free throw line and helping with cancer awareness efforts across the state of Iowa.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We're the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we support farm families. We're a voice on local, state, and national issues. We're also committed to making rural Iowa a better place to live and keeping Iowa farm families on the farm.
You find yourself frustrated with your company's apparel? Does it fall short of representing your brand effectively? It's time to elevate your standards and make the switch to gear with the Authentic brand label. Even the big brands can't compete with the incredible range of products, fabrics, and sizes offered. Look and feel authentic, because that's what your brand is. Tell your trusted supplier you want the label our team proudly wears. Tell them you want Authentic brand.
On the Cyclones Sports Network. From Learfield, welcome to the Cyclones warm-up show. Now, here is your host, the voice of the Cyclones, John Walters.
Iowa State and Kansas State matching up for the 240th time and the third time this season. And Eric, let's take a look at the individual matchups today.
Well, I think you start with Arthur Kaluma and Trey King. Now that Kaluma's playing the 4, and the thing to have to be wary of, we haven't mentioned it yet, but Demarion Watson has been ruled out of tonight's game with those concussion symptoms that was suffered, in the games last Saturday in Manhattan. Didn't play the second half of that game. So whoever's covering Kaluma has got to do a great job, because he's the guy that's determined to get to the paint. He'll shoot the 3, but when he gets the ball, he's not always looking to pass it. Matter of fact, he's rarely looking to pass it. He wants to attack, and I think you've really got to match up, keep him out of the paint. Tyler Perry's a guy that can really shoot it. He hasn't shot the percentage this year that he has in his previous years, but man, he can really light it up, and he made a couple of big 3s last night that really helped get K-State over the hump in that win over Texas. But that matchup with Taman Lipsey, I think, is really good. Taman a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and once again, keep him out of the paint and don't go for the shot fake once he gets in the paint. Just wall up. I think that's going to be really critical, and attack him at the other end. Make him guard. I think you can get him in foul trouble, and I think Taman is the guy that could do that. Cam Carter, one of the third member of the Big Three, or certainly one of the Big Three, 6'3", and Keyshawn Gilbert covering him. Once again, Carter's a guy that has struggled a little bit lately, but he had some big plays in that win last Saturday over Iowa State. And at 6'3", he wants to get to the basket, so you got to muscle up with him. And there are X factors all over the place in this game, John, and certainly one, David Gasson off the bench. He's 6'11", and he had 11 points. 16 rebounds, 7 offensive. You got to keep him off, and they're going to have to find a way to slow down Curtis Jones. He's been Iowa State's best scorer in recent games, and 14 consecutive double-figure scoring games for Kurt. I think that's big. And then, the other X factors out there: Day-Day Ames and Milan Momcilovic. Day-Day, not a lot of size. At 6'1". And Momcilovic will be the guy covering him to start. But once again,
or Cam Carter. Yeah, one or the other.
It's going to be him.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, which means Kurt probably ends up playing a lot of minutes again.
Right. But can Milan break out of a shooting slump?
Right.
If he breaks out of a shooting slump, then
force them to adapt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So there's just a lot of X factors in these matchups.
Well, and one thing that's an X factor is the fact that Kansas State just played last night, and no team in the Big 12 plays their Big Three more than Kansas State plays their Big Three. Carter, Kaluma, and Perry are among the Big 12 leaders in minutes played, and they played a lot of minutes last night. So we'll see if those guys get a little leg weary here in the second half tonight.
Yeah. Once again, just keep the pressure on.
Yeah. And the other thing you mentioned, Damarian Watson unavailable, so don't be surprised if Omaha Blue gets an opportunity here tonight.
Yeah, and he has not played since January 24th in a game. So
that was against Kansas State Ames.
Yeah. So
it's been a while.
Certainly could be a big moment for him and for Iowa State.
Well, you mentioned Taman Lepsey. You did a great job on Perry in the first two meetings. Perry held to 4 of 19 from the floor in those first two meetings with Iowa State.
He's done just a terrific job. He did make a big one the other day, but was really well guarded. Sometimes that's just the way it is. Great offense can beat great defense on a particular play, but over the course of the game, I like great defense, and I know that's what Taman's going to give. The other thing, too, John, since the Big 12 tournament started in 1997. Iowa State's 3-0 against K-State here in Kansas City.
I like that. Let's go for 4-0 tonight. Cyclones and Wildcats coming up. We're back with more of the warm-up show in a couple of minutes. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Cyclone games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They're committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Hi, this is Kevin with Avila Bank. We want to wish the best of luck to our Cyclones. We're proud they're working hard and working together to achieve their goals. At Avila Bank, we are following those same principles, using hard work and dedication to help our customers reach their goals. Whether that's buying new equipment for your farm or business, financing real estate, or establishing a business line of credit. We want to be a part of your team and work with you to achieve your goals. Stop in at Avila Bank and speak with a banker today. Avila Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dear basketball fans, want to drive a winner? Get in a Toyota and see how impressive they are. The RAV4 is a versatile playmaker built to get the crowd going. The Highlander is a slam dunk when it comes to space. And the Camry is a fast break of fun and reliability. Plus, these Toyotas come with available all-wheel drive, so you can drive the lane with power. Visit Toyota.com to learn more, or check out your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
Go long for season-long foliar disease protection that starts at plant. Only Xyway brand fungicides from FMC provide season-long inside-out foliar disease protection. A single at-plant application provides comparable performance and corn yield protection to that of VT to R1 foliar fungicides against diseases like gray leaf spot, northern corn leaf blight, and more. Visit your FMC retailer or xyway.ag.fmc.com to learn more. Always read and follow all label directions.
Great crowd on hand here at T-Mobile Center as Iowa State gets ready to take on Kansas State here in the Big 12 quarterfinals. It is hard to believe that Kansas is already eliminated from the tournament as the day started today. But
playing without Hunter Dickinson and Kevin McCullough. And we talked all season about how, good starting five and really no bench, and then you take off the two leading scorers in the Big 12, the leading rebounder in the Big 12. Yeah, that's not going to work. Two guys that were first team all Big 12, as was Tamin Lipsey, and Tamin also named this week as one of 12 semifinalists for the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year in college basketball. He's the only underclassman on that list. What a great honor for Tamin Lipsey. Well, he has been terrific. Nearly 3 steals per game. But man, he can affect the game when he's not scoring, and when he's scoring, man, it is double trouble for the Iowa State opponents. Out here last year in the Big 12 quarterfinal against Baylor, Tamin had 13 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals in that Cyclone victory. And we'll see if he can put together another great game here tonight. We'll come back with more. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
There's nothing predictable in farming. Until now. Pivot Bio Proven 40 microbial nitrogen doesn't leach, denitrify, or volatilize like synthetic nitrogen. And Proven 40 stays with the corn plant throughout critical growth stages. Start with Pivot Bio Proven 40 as the predictable foundation of your nitrogen management plan. Contact your Pivot Bio sales rep today or visit pivotbio.com. That's pivotbio.com.
Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka. Raise a glass of award-winning vodka as you cheer on Iowa State athletes. Made with premium ingredients and bottled locally at Iowa Distilling Company, one of Iowa's largest native distilleries that bottles 7 spirits locally, including our flagship Prairie Fire Cinnamon Whiskey and Saints and Sinners Apple Pie. Proud to now include Iowa State 1858 vodka in the lineup. Remember, a portion of the proceeds go to ISU Athletics, and we will collective with every bottle sold. Learn more by visiting iowadistilling.com/Iowa State 1858. Please enjoy responsibly.
Score big with biodiesel. From your farm to the Cardinal and Gold bus carrying the Cyclones on game day. Better, cleaner now, biodiesel helps you score big when the game is on the line. Delivering on the court, in the field, and in the environment. Biodiesel. Grow it, request it, use it. Get in the game by visiting iasoybeans.com. This message brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association and powered by the Soybean Checkoff.
Iowa State University and Chevron Renewable Energy Group are working together to create a lower carbon circular economy. Most of the cooking oil used to make your popcorn, fries, and chicken strips from Hilton Coliseum and the Iowa State University campus is collected to create biofuels, a lower carbon drop-in fuel, which then provides fuel for the Cyride bus system. Chevron Renewable Energy Group and Iowa State University, fueling the game for a lower carbon future.
Welcome back. It's Iowa State and Kansas State tonight, and we mentioned just before the break, Tamin Lipsey, first team All Big 12. Congratulations to Keyshawn Gilbert, second team All Big 12, and Milan Momcilovic, all freshman team.
And Tamin, obviously, all defensive team as well.
Correct. And a shout out to Kurt Jones, who should have got at least some honorable mention.
Should have got something.
He's one of the best players in the league. All right, what are your keys to victory today, Eric?
Well, on offense, it's movement. We're talking about getting ball reversals, personnel moving, get the ball moving. It's been a little too stagnant for Iowa State in recent games, and I think that's been part of their struggles. When you find it, after movement, find that opportunity to get a piece of the paint, that's when you want to do it. But make them guard a little bit before. Second thing, this is a game, you got to force turnovers, but you got to turn those turnovers into points. Get some easy baskets in this game. And man, if you outscore them by 8 or 10 points, Iowa State lost the game the other day by 7, was outscored by 9 in points off turnovers. Iowa State needs to flip that script here tonight. And the last thing, and you got to rebound. We talked about Iowa State getting outscored in second chance points, but all the offensive rebounds, especially David Gasson, you got to rebound. Hopefully, if your offense is struggling, get some offensive rebounds and putbacks that way as well.
That's where Rob and Trey can really get involved, and they struggled a little bit the other night too. Got to get those guys going too. It's not just shooting; it's everything. So Well, Iowa State was the only university to have both its men and women get the double bye here in Kansas City this week. And obviously the women made it all the way to the championship game. Great performance against Oklahoma in the semifinals. Great tournament for Coach Bentley's team. Congratulations to them. And now we'll see what the men can get done.
Yeah, opportunities there. No question about it. And Iowa State has earned the 2 seed in this tournament. And now, prove it.
Let's pause 10 seconds here to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. And here come the Cyclones onto the floor for their final warm-ups before we tip it off. And now here comes K-State as well. It's going to be a charged-up environment here at T-Mobile Center tonight as Iowa State faces Kansas State in the rubber match between these two teams this season. And that wraps up the warm-up show. We'll return with the opening tip on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Hey Iowans, Luka Garza here. For me to get to the NBA, I've worked on my speed, precision, and my shot. For you to get to the NBA, all you need is the Iowa Lottery. First, play bonus multiplier scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Then, enter non-winning tickets for your chance to win a VIP suite experience with the Minnesota Timberwolves, including food, hotel, and $1,000 cash. Plus, center court seats to see the Iowa Wolves. Enter today and see rules at ialottery.com/VIP.
Hey, it's your friend, social media. Where I showcase the cool life of sports stars and friends. But don't fall for the editing and good lighting, because we all have struggles and challenges, like with alcohol or drug use, gambling, or our mental health. Talking about it is a sign of strength. Maybe you don't know who to talk to. Your Life Iowa can give you resources or treatment options. Get free 24/7 confidential support. Call, text, or chat online at yourlifeiowa.org. A message from Iowa HHS. Celebrating 60 years. Sukup Manufacturing Company offers quality products from a family-owned and operated business. A winning combination of producing innovative and reliable grain storage and grain handling products, giving you back the quality time for what's most important to you. Visit sukup.com to find your dealer today.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more to keep corn growing Iowa.
Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the premier Chevy dealers are proud to partner with the Iowa State men's basketball team by raising money for every free throw made by the Cyclones all season long. Proceeds benefit the American Cancer Society and the Coaches vs. Cancer program right here in the state of Iowa. Latham High-Tech Seeds, Stellar Industries, the Iowa Clinic, and the premier Chevy dealers are cheering on the Cyclones from the free throw line and helping with cancer awareness efforts across the state of Iowa.
On the Cyclone Sports Network from Learfield, Cyclone Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Hy-Vee, who proudly supports the Iowa State Cyclones. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Pioneer, what's next happens here since 1926. And by the Iowa Farm Bureau, celebrating farmers and Iowans who summon the strength to do more, be more, those who are farm strong. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Now let's join John Walters for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half.
Iowa State, Kansas State, quarterfinal round action in the Big 12 tournament. Great crowd on hand. Eric, let's take a look at the starting lineup.
Yeah, the winner gets Baylor or Cincinnati. So for Kansas State, as they come in 19-13, they were 8-10 in the regular season. Of course, they got the win last night over Texas in their opening round. They'll start Tyler Perry at guard. 5'11", 180 pound. It's a grad transfer from Fort Coffee, Oklahoma. Played in North Texas, averaging 15.5 points per game and 4.5 assists. Day-Day Ames starts at guard. 6'1", 185-pound freshman from Chicago, averaging just under 5 points a game. He's been starting about the last 10 for the Cats. Cam Carter, the third guard. 6'3", 185-pound junior from Donaldsonville, Louisiana. Just under 15 points, 5 rebounds for Cam. Arthur Kaluma is at forward. He's 6'7", 225 pounds, a junior. Transfer from Creighton. Originally from Glendale, Arizona, averaging just under 15 points per game. So the big three, all between 14.5 and 15.5 points for the Cats. At center, it's Jarrell Colbert. 6'10", 235-pound redshirt sophomore from Houston, originally a transfer from LSU. He's averaging just under 3 points per game. And in his second season as the head coach of K-State, it's Jerome Tang. For Iowa State, Trey King at forward, 6'7", 230 pounds, a senior. From Lexington, Kentucky, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds. Taman Lipsey is the point guard. 6'1", 200 pounds, a sophomore from Ames, averaging 12.5 points, over 4.5 rebounds, and nearly 5 assists, and almost 3 steals per game. So Taman, a real stat sheet stuffer for the Cyclones. Keyshawn Gilbert is at guard, 6'4", 200 pounds, a junior transfer from UNLV. From St. Louis, averaging 13.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, and over 4 assists. Robert Jones is at forward. He's 6'10", 255 pounds, a senior from Prior Lake, Minnesota, averaging 8 points and 4.5 rebounds. And also at forward, it's Milan Momcilovic. 6'8", 220-pound freshman, made the all-freshman team in the Big 12. He is from Pewaukee, Wisconsin, averaging 11 points and 3 rebounds. Iowa State coached by T.J. Altenberger, assisted by Kyle Green, J.R. Blount, Nate Schmidt, Eric Crawford. And our officials for tonight's game, Keith Kimball, Brett Smith, and Chance Moore.
I think we got them outnumbered, Eric.
Sure sounds like it.
It does sound like it. I mean, and you look at the crowd, too. And yes, there's a lot of Kansas State fans here, but there are a ton of Iowa State fans here. So congratulations, Cyclone fans. You have done it again. And the Cyclones are going to wear their home white uniforms with the cardinal and gold trim. And Kansas State will be in black uniforms with purple and white lettering and trim. And tonight's opening tip is brought to you by Iowa State 1858, a handcrafted quality vodka with a portion of the proceeds going to Iowa State Athletics and the We Will Collective. Should be fun.
I hope so. I think so.
Iowa State's going to operate. Now we're sitting opposite the Iowa State bench. So Cyclones are going to operate left to right in front of us here in the first half. They send out Rob Jones to jump center against Jarrell Colbert.
A lot of cardinal and gold. You're so right.
No question about it. Chance Moore will be the one to put it in the air. Rob with a handshake for Colbert. And this Big 12 quarterfinal round matchup, Farmageddon round 3, is underway at T-Mobile Center. And the tip controlled by K-State. Carter has it in the front court for the Wildcats. Here's Perry out to collect it. Hands it off to Day-Day Ames. He's defended by Momcilovic, as you said, Eric. Ames on the dribble, up between the circles. Momcilovic staying with him to the left side. Ames drives baseline, cut off. Picks up his dribble, throws it back out. Now Carter into traffic, nowhere to go. Brought it back to Perry, 7 on the shot clock. Left wing Carter, 3 ball, no good. Rebound Momcilovic. And Iowa State with a good defensive job on the first possession.
Yeah, good challenge. High hand on the late three-point attempt.
First possession for the Cyclones, working left to right in front of us. On the right wing is Keyshawn Gilbert. Second team All Big 12, out to King. Left wing to Lipsey, and he's defended by Carter. Now to Momcilovic behind the three-point line. To the baseline with the dribble goes Milan. In on Kaluma. Fadeaway jumper left side, short. And the rebound to Carter. No score. Each team with an empty possession. Carter Trying to drive it, cut off, goes back to Day Ames, and Gilbert has the defensive assignment there. Ames, crossover dribble, spins into the paint, up and under move, left-hand shot, high off the glass and in. Nice finish by Day Ames.
Yeah, he's a lefty, and used that left hand, extend the ball up over Rob Jones.
Momcilovic on the right wing. Cyclones looking for their first bucket, down 2-0. Lipsy has it, drives it right, all the way into the paint, double clutch shot, too hard. Rebound battle taken by Taman Lipsy. He'll bring it back out. Shot clock did reset, didn't hit the rim. Down to 9 to shoot. Right wing Gilbert, got to be aware. 6 to shoot it. Keyshawn puts it on the floor, bounces to Rob Jones, driving, got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Yeah, good job on that hard roll to the basket.
Tyler Perry the foul. Sends Rob Jones to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And they want to make Rob earn it at the free throw line. I get it. But fouls on Tyler Perry are okay by me.
2-0 K-State. 18:20 to go first half. Rob's free throw right through. Rob's the only Cyclone who has played in this tournament now 3 years. And his second free throw try is short. And the rebound to Colbert. 2-1. K-State in front. Ames into the front court, the Chicago native. Picked up by Momcilovic. Now Rob has him on a switch. Out it comes to Kaluma. To the left corner, Carter. He tries to drive left baseline. Tough scoop, wouldn't go. Rebound tipped around and out of bounds to Kansas State. They'll have 20 on the shot clock.
Yeah, good challenge on that shot once again. But that's what, Kaluma, Perry, and Carter can make tough shots, but you want to make them tough.
Ames collects the inbounds pass from Perry, has the dribble out high against Gilbert, pressure. Out it comes to Kaluma. Lipsy harassing him, now to the right wing. This is Perry with it with 10 to shoot. Perry gets a screen. Rob hedges out, double teams him. It goes to Carter. Carter on a drive into the paint, draws some contact. Momcilovic knocked it free, saved in, but out of bounds to Iowa State. Last touch by K-State. The Cyclones forced the turnover.
Yeah, really good communication, help defense as they switched. Now there'll be some pressure in the backcourt.
Gilbert trying to throw it in, does so to Momcilovic. He'll hand it right back to Keyshawn Gilbert.
Yeah, just pressure on the inbounds pass, then they fall back.
2-1, Kansas State.
Man-to-man, as we expect.
Lipsy at the free throw line. Jab step, throws it back out to Gilbert, top of the circle. Right back to Taman on the left wing. To Gilbert again. To the right side, Momcilovic launches a three, missing. But the rebound to Lipsy, and he tips it in. Taman Lipsy +1, a foul on the play as well, as Taman, who is third on the Cyclones in offensive rebounds, gets his 39th of the season, and now he will try for a three-point play.
And foul on Day Ames, who didn't screen Lipsy off.
So Lipsy tries to add the free throw, and does.
And how about this? Kurt Jones, we're used to seeing him come in at about this spot. Hassan Ward, but also Omaha Ballou in his first action in 7 weeks.
4-2, Cyclones lead it after the three-point play. We told you that Demarion Watson unavailable, so Ballou would play here tonight. But he gets his first opportunity right here. 4-2, Cyclones lead it. And 17-14 to go first half.
And he's got his hands full covering Arthur Kaluma,
who has it between the circles. Kaluma, always looking to shoot it. Picks up his dribble out high. A pass to the corner. Here's Perry against pressure. Dribbles into a double team. Now bounces it to Colbert, who's trying to get out of traffic. Throws it to Day Ames. 7 to shoot it. Ames to the right corner, Kaluma. Hassan covering up, but Kaluma drives it by him and dunks it.
Yeah, and Iowa State got caught up in the wash that time, expecting that baseline help. Iowa State's helpers were screened, and Kaluma took it all the way for the finish.
We're tied at 4. Here's Gilbert trying to drive it right. Pass Colbert. Kicks it out left wing. Ballou, a three-pointer. Shot it long. And the rebound, Colbert deflected it, and it's out of bounds to Iowa State. Cyclones get a break there as they were scurrying back on defense. Nobody there for Iowa State, but the ball goes out of bounds to the Cyclones.
Not sure that was the shot that TJ would have wanted in that spot. But we've watched Omaha shoot those, and he can make those shots, but it was so early in the shot clock.
0 for 3 on the season now from 3. Gilbert to throw it in for Iowa State. 16:32 to go first half. 4-4 game. And Keyshawn Gilbert to trigger in the corner.
They get Will McNair in, big body.
And it comes to Momcilovic, right side. Back out to Kurt Jones. He'll bounce it to Hassan Ward, who tries to drive it. Lost control, got it back. Turnaround jumper on the way. Rimming, good. Hassan Ward got the bounce. 6-4 Cyclones. 16-17 to go in the first. Cyclones by 2. Day Ames off a McNair screen. Left wing to Perry. He launches a 3 and hits it.
Yeah. Late on the closeout. You cannot be late on the closeout on Tyler Perry.
7-6 Kansas State in front. 16 minutes remaining in the first half. And here comes Keyshawn Gilbert for Iowa State. Off to Ward, elbow left. Hassan hands it off to Kurt Jones. Big defended by Ames. Tries to lose him. Some contact. A pass down low to Ward. In traffic. Bounce pass underneath the Ballou. Reverse layup. Good. Omaha Ballou scores. And the Cyclones lead at 8-7.
A great feed from Hassan Ward.
Now Kaluma on a handoff to Carter. Out it comes to Day Ames to the right side. Perry back to McNair. Hands to Perry. Looks for the 3. Doesn't take it. Now goes left wing to Kaluma. 15:25 remaining in the first half. 8-7 Cyclones lead it. Kaluma on another drive. Right hand scoop. No. Rebound off the fingertips of McNair. And out of bounds to Iowa State. Timeout on the floor. 15:18 to go. First half. 8-7 Cyclones lead it on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
We stand for people. Progress and pride.
We are the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we believe in nurturing our state's most precious resource, our children. That's why we provide millions of dollars in scholarships, grants, and resources to Iowa students and teachers. For more information, contact your local county farm bureau.
Whether you're building a backyard fence for your family's new best friend or firing up the excavator for your next commercial project, a free and simple call can save you from expensive fines and even save your life. Call 811 at least 2 days before you start your next project to have underground utility lines located and marked. At Mid-American Energy, your safety is our #1 priority. So, make it your priority to call 811 before you dig. Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
The tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Big 12 Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Big12Sports.
Welcome back to the Nitrogen Stabilizers Draft.
Optonite technology, first pick, just like the last 46 years.
That's what we love about this sport. We just don't know.
We know. It keeps nitrogen in the corn's root zone for 8 weeks. Compare with 2 weeks for others.
With the first pick, farmers select
Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience. That's it. I'm going for pretzel.
The pick is in. Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience with Inserve and Instinct Next Gen nitrogen stabilizers.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. First half, 15:18 to go. Iowa State leading Kansas State 8-7.
Yeah, each team 3 of 7 from the field. The Wildcats 1 of 2 beyond the arc. Iowa State 0 for 1. Iowa State, though, 3 offensive rebounds already. And second chance points favoring Iowa State 6-0. So, talked about the importance of winning that battle. And neither team with a point off turnover yet, because there has not been a turnover committed by either team so far. And tonight's game is brought to you by the all-new Hy-Vee Perks program. Sign up for the totally free Hy-Vee Perks program and enjoy exclusive perks pricing on hundreds of items in-store and online. Score big savings today at Hy-Vee.com/perks.
Taman Lipsey, a couple of offensive rebounds already. He has 40 on the season. Pretty amazing. We got used to it last year, but for a point guard to have 40 offensive rebounds, pretty impressive. And that's directly resulted in that 6-0 lead in second chance points. Well, Kansas State playing for its NCAA tournament hopes to be enhanced. And Iowa State clearly already in the tournament, but
Hey,
just trying to get his mojo back more than anything. And so far, so good.
Iowa State's won 8 out of 10 games.
Right, but it's not like they've been in a long slump. But, they've been winning games without really playing great. And they want to play great down here. Here's Ward on a handoff to Gilbert. Gilbert with a 16-foot jumper, rimming no. And the rebound controlled by Cam Carter. 8-7, Iowa State. Here's a look ahead to McNair, and he got the shot goaltended by Ward. Count the bucket for McNair, but they lost track of him.
You can't goaltend that shot. I mean, I don't know if it was going in, maybe, probably. But after it hits the backboard, anyway.
More important, they got to get back.
But yes.
I mean, that's the big deal. 9-8, Kansas State now in front.
Especially, McNair. I mean, he shouldn't be beating you down,
The booze here is because Jerome Tang took over the mop from the girl that was doing the mopping and thought he had a better grasp on where the wet spot was. And the Cyclone fans letting them hear it. So we could expect more.
Yeah.
9-8, Kansas State in front. 14:57 to go in this first half. And here's Lipsy across the timeline for the Cyclones, defended by Cam Carter. A pass goes to a cutting Gilbert to the free throw line. Keyshawn brings it back to Lipsy. Now left wing to Kurt Jones. Kurt off a screen, brings it back to Lipsy between the circles. Now a screen from Ward. Out it comes to Kurt, 13 to shoot it. Over to the left corner, a 3 by Trey King. In and out, no. And a foul on the rebound as Hassan Ward was being held.
It's going to be on McNair.
That's the third team foul on Kansas State.
Good job, though, going to the offensive glass. If you don't go, I mean, they're never going to get you that foul call. Gives Iowa State an extra possession. And Rob Jones checks in for Hassan.
So it's Rob Jones, Kurt Jones, King, Gilbert, and Lipsy. And Lipsy to throw it in for the Cyclones. 14:36 to go in the half. Cyclones down 9-8. Lipsy comes into Gilbert, left wing. Defended by McNair. Jab step. And now Keyshawn puts it on the floor and drives it. Shovels it out to Lipsy in the right corner. Lost his defender and fired a 3 right side. Good! A 3-pointer for Taman Lipsy. And the Cyclones regain the lead at 11-9. Lipsy off to a great start tonight. Here's Gasson on the left wing, just into the game. He is an active offensive player, 6'9" for Kansas State, great offensive rebounder. On the wing it goes, and Perry, an offensive foul as Gilbert took the charge, and that's the second foul on Tyler Perry.
That's just great anticipation by Keyshawn Gilbert.
He is Iowa State's leader. He's drawn 16 charges this season. And he gets the second on Perry, who now will have to come out in a moment here as they try to get Ames in. Couldn't get him in quick enough. 14 minutes to go first half. Cyclones up 11-9 and with the ball. Trey King has it between the circles. Right wing to Lipsy. Got by Carter with the dribble. Kicked it out. Gilbert driving all the way in. Double clutch scoop is good off the glass. First bucket for Keyshawn, and the Cyclones lead at 13-9. That pressure now results in a tie-up. And the alternate possession to the Cyclones as Perry was tied up. A quick double team by the Cyclones. And they forced the turnover.
They forced him to pick up his dribble, and he slipped down. And then 2 men on him. Great job.
And now he'll come out as they get Ames back in there. And it's 13-9 Iowa State. And Lipsy to throw it in for the Cyclones. Comes into Rob Jones. Off to the right wing, Gilbert. Now to Kurt Jones. He'll launch a 3. Around and out. And the rebound to McNair. Good look for Kurt Jones.
Can live with that look all night.
13-9, Iowa State in front. 13:30 remaining in the first half. Day Ames just across half court. Hands it off to Gasson. Now Kaluma on a weave. Takes it and gives it back to Ames. Defended by Lipsy. Ames, left-hander, goes cross court. This is Carter driving right baseline. Double clutch shot. No. Rebound Trey King in a crowd. And Trey outlets to Gilbert. Cyclones a 4-point lead in the ball. And here comes Keyshawn. He's left alone. Didn't take the 3. Throws it off to Lipsy. Quick entry pass to King and a foul called as Trey was being held by Day Ames.
Second foul on Day Ames.
Yeah, he was trying to defend the much bigger Trey King, and now the guards.
Trey did a terrific job, though. He knew he had the mismatch. That's why Gilbert made the extra pass so they could set up that entry pass from the wing. And right now that's
5 fouls.
5 fouls.
And none for Iowa State. Lipsy to inbound. Throws it up for Gilbert. 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Iowa State a 13-9 lead and the basketball. And 2 fouls each on Ames and Perry. And Ames stays out there. Here's Gilbert with it with 10 to shoot. against a double team. Good pass to Trey King. Reverse layup. No. Challenged by McNair. Saved in by Rob Jones, but he stepped out of bounds. Good hustle by Rob. But it goes over to Kansas State. Now let's see if they take Ames out. They have brought in R.J. Jones, by the way. A guy that can shoot the three, coming off their bench. Omaha Blue returns for Iowa State. He'll replace Trey King. And also Gilbert out as they bring back in Momcilovic. Cyclones a 13-9 lead. Ames stays out there. 12:40 remaining in the first half. Ames on a handoff to R.J. Jones. Now to Carter out high to Jones left wing. Puts it on the floor, trying to lose his defender. Pass underneath to McNair. Jump hook with the right hand. Goes off the rim as McNair gets the bounce, his second bucket. And it's 13-11.
Yeah, Iowa State with that double outside the top of the key. A good entry pass.
K-State within two. Here's Lipsy to the right wing. Had it knocked away by McNair. Got it back. Lipsy, great pass to Rob Jones, and he's fouled hard. Got the bucket. Count it. And Rob will try for a three-point play. The foul on McNair is his second. So three different K-State players with two fouls.
It was crazy. Lipsy had the ball, and the ball gets deflected away. It hits Keith Kimball, who's inbounds, and Lipsy picks it up, makes a terrific pass from 28, 30 feet out, right on the money to Rob, who waited and got the contact, had the strength to finish through contact.
15-11 Cyclones, and McNair's going to come out now. Colbert back in. And Rob Jones trying to complete a three-point play. His free throw attempt right through the heart. Rob with an early 4 points, and Iowa State leads it 16-11. And now this Cyclone-based crowd, let them be heard. Here's Ames out high, crossing over and driving it right into Ballou. Had to throw it back out. R.J. Jones a three, around and out. And a foul on Kurt Jones on the rebound as he was shoving Kaluma out of the way. There's the first foul of the game on Iowa State.
Well, Kurt was guarding Kaluma, so he's given up a lot of size, did a nice job of screening out, just went a little bit too far.
Time out on the floor, 11:52 remaining first half. It's Iowa State 16 and Kansas State 11. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Get in the right seat at Van Wall with special offers like a 1023E for only $129 per month.
Offer ends 4/30/2024. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Hello, Cyclone Nation. Coach Otzelberger here. If you want to win, you need to have winning habits every single day. It's a commitment to being greater than you were last week, last month, and last year. Greater Iowa Credit Union is committed to helping you get there. That's why they build their loans and accounts to fit your needs. Greater Iowa also contributes hundreds of thousands of dollars to dozens of organizations throughout Iowa because they believe we can all win if we work together. Find out more at one of their 9 branches or at gicu.org.
Federally insured by NCAAM, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Get ready to score big with IMT Insurance. When it comes to your personal and business insurance needs, IMT Insurance is your MVP. Leave the worries behind and focus on your game. IMT Insurance has you covered so you can be worry-free. Whether it's personal or business needs, they've got the playbook to protect you from life's unexpected fouls. Don't let life's unplanned challenges sideline you. With IMT Insurance, you can stay in the game with confidence. Visit IMTINS.com today to learn more. With IMT Insurance, bring your A game and be worry-free.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 11:52 to go in the half. Iowa State leading Kansas State 16-11. And a young man representing Iowa State just beat a K-State fan in a little contest to see who could put on some extracurricular clothes and dunk it first. And the Cyclone fan, the winner, much to the joy of the Cyclone fans here today.
Iowa State 5 of 11 from, or rather 6 of 14 from the field, 5 of 11 for K-State, but Iowa State with 4 offensive rebounds. They've outscored Kansas State 9-0 on second chance points. Effort plays. They'll find ways to score. Iowa State's offense looking better today here in the early going.
And the Cyclones have yet to turn the ball over in this game. Set up the best zone defense from home heating costs this winter. Tune up your furnace, seal up drafts, and visit MidAmericanEnergy.com to find more ways to keep warm with less energy. Well, good start, Eric. Gotta be pleased with that.
Been good defensively and done a good job on the boards. Protected the rim pretty well. And, there are going to be some mismatches each way in this game. We had Kurt Jones covering Arthur Kaluma. We've had Milan Momcilovic covering Day-Day Ames. So, 6'8" versus 6'1". And Iowa State has done a nice job fighting through those battles. Iowa State also, got the ball down to Trey King on the block when there was a mismatch. So as these teams switch, there are going to be mismatches even if you don't switch. But they're going to be magnified even more because both these teams will switch a lot. Iowa State will switch sometimes 1 through 5.
And right now each team are going with 3 bigs.
Yeah, Colbert, Gasson, and Kaluma for the Wildcats.
And Momcilovic, Jones, and King for Iowa State. They inbound to Dames. He tries to drive right baseline and stepped out of bounds. Iowa State will get it on the turnover.
Third turnover on the Wildcats. Lipsy getting a rest for Iowa State. Gilbert and Kurt Jones. We go with King, Momcilovic, and Robert Jones.
Here's Gilbert taking over the point. Brings it up the left side of the floor. Pounding the dribble way out left. Throws it to Trey King between the circles. Trey shovels it off to Kurt Jones, then sets a screen for him. Kurt off to Rob Jones in the right corner. Not Rob's comfort zone, but he shoots the jumper and misses. And the rebound to Trey King for a moment. Couldn't control. It's still loose. And out of bounds to Kansas State. Oh. Yeah, I think Trey hit it last.
Okay. I thought it might have gone off.
Well, you might be right.
Gasson's leg. It doesn't really matter what we think.
No, 16-11. Yeah, went right between the legs of Colbert.
Colbert, okay.
Yeah. 16-11, Cyclones lead it. 11:21 remaining in the first half. Day-Day Ames escorted by Keyshawn Gilbert into the front court on the dribble. Ames, a true freshman from Chicago. Here's R.J. Jones shoveling it back to Ames way out right. Gilbert harassing him. Here comes a double team. Hassan Ward with a good hard double. Ames in trouble. Oh, and a foul called. I thought he might have walked with it. But a foul on Hassan Ward will be his first. But I think TJ's very happy with that double regardless of whether it resulted in a foul. They got that good ball pressure they want. Almost forced that turnover.
Just the second foul on Iowa State.
R.J. Jones to trigger. 11:05 to go in the first half. Cyclones up 5. Kaluma has it. Defended by King. Now Ward has him on a switch. Off to the right wing it goes Dames. Back to Kaluma. He'll put it on the floor, try to drive it. Behind the back on the dribble. Double clutch shot. Nobody drew a foul.
That's what he wants to do.
And Arthur Kaluma will go to the free throw line. That's 2 quick ones on Hassan Ward.
Well, Pioneer boosts your yields by combining industry-leading R&D with rigorous local testing. At Pioneer, what's next happens here.
Last night, Kaluma had 14 points and 8 rebounds against Texas. Played 37 minutes. We talked about how much that big three plays.
Perry played 34. Cam Carter played 36.
Kaluma's free throw is good. Usually it's the second half where that'll really get to your legs. Kaluma now with 3.
Robert Jones checks in for Hassan Ward. As you mentioned, those 2 fouls.
16-12 and Kaluma to shoot 1 more. Played well against Iowa State in Manhattan on Saturday. 23 points, 7 rebounds. Missed the second free throw on the rebound to Trey King. Iowa State a 16-12 lead and the basketball. Lipsy back in there, brings it up the right side of the floor. Gets a screen from Rob Jones. Taman driving. Kaluma covers over. Now Momcilovic, a left corner 3. Shot it long. Battle for the rebound. Rob Jones fighting for it, but it's Colbert that comes up with it. And here comes Kansas State down 4, and Kaluma driving again into traffic and lost it out of bounds.
Great defense. Looked like he had a lane. Iowa State walled up. He just lost the ball going up, bounced off his chest out of bounds.
Was that before or after he traveled? 10:30 to go first half. 16-12, Cyclones in front. Here's Taman Lipsy, who's off to a great start tonight. Got a screen from Rob Jones. A pass to King in the left corner. He'll put it on the floor. Lean in, jumper, short. Rebound battle. Rob fighting for it, but Kaluma comes up with it. But Rob's not conceding anything on the offensive glass tonight. Here comes Ames. 16-12. A pass down low. Colbert flips it up there. Draws a foul on Momcilovic. And it'll be free throws for Jarrell Colbert.
Yeah, Colbert, just under 54% from the line. But now, after The first 6 fouls of the game were on Kansas State. The last 4 now have been on Iowa State. Wildcats attacking the rim.
16-12, they trail it. Colbert's free throw is no good off the back iron.
And Iowa State going to go smaller. Momcilovic comes out. Kurt Jones in. Iowa State just 1 of 5 beyond the arc.
Colbert shooting one more, and he got a block out here. Not a great free throw shooter. 16-12, Iowa State leading. His second free throw try rounded out, and the rebound to Trey King. So he missed them both. And the Cyclones still have a 4-point lead as we're midway through this first half. King off to Gilbert on the right wing, out to Rob Jones. Ooh, he had a backdoor cutting. Lipsy didn't see him. Now Lipsy has it in the right corner, puts it on the floor, drives baseline, laid it up too hard, robbed the rebound, and he was fouled.
Foul on Colbert.
Good job by Rob Jones, man. He's attacking the offensive glass early in this game.
So 1-1 for Robert Jones. Rob, 2 of 3 at the free throw line tonight.
Has 4 early points. And he'll shoot a 1-1 here with the Cyclones up by 4. Front end on the way. Around and in. Got the bounce. And he's 3 of 4 at the line. Crowd likes that.
Shooters roll.
Half the crowd anyway.
Yeah, a little over half.
17-12, Iowa State. One more free throw for Rob Jones, but first he needs to tuck in his shirt, which he does.
Should help.
That might be the difference maker. Second free throw try is right through.
Yeah, more aerodynamic on that free throw.
Well, 6 early points for Rob Jones, and he's hit 4 or 5 at the free throw line, and the Cyclones lead at 18-12. 9:42 to go in the half. A spin move by Ames. Lost control of it. Rob Jones the steal. Outlet comes to Lipsy. Cyclones with numbers. Oh, they gave it to Rob in the middle of the floor. And he got it taken right back by Ames.
That's a turnover on Rob, but it should be on Taman.
Yeah, he made the mistake there, and he knows it. Here's Ames. He just double-dribbled kind of, I thought. Kaluma drives and lays it in.
Well, Iowa State got a hand on the ball from Day, so that's why it wasn't a double dribble.
18-14, so K-State within 4 after the Cyclone turnover.
Yeah, Iowa State with a golden opportunity, and man, the pass to Rob out 25 feet from the hoop.
And running. Now Rob scoops it up and hands it off to Kurt Jones left side. A 3-point jumper, in and out. And Kaluma rebounds for K-State. Cyclones still having a hard time getting threes down, but they do lead at 18-14. 8:55 to go in the first half. And a technical foul has just been called on Jerome Tang. Chance Moore had heard enough as Tang had been yapping at him. And so Curtis Jones will go to the other end and shoot the free throws. Where's the Jim Carrey Cyclone when we need him? Kurt's free throw, no good. He'll shoot one more. The K-State fans react as Curtis misses. Second try by Jones is no good. He missed them both. So it stays 18-14. And Iowa State doesn't make them pay for that technical foul.
22 on the shot clock.
So K-State will inbound with R.J. Moore. They trail at 18-14. 8:52 to go in the first. Why is it so important to tuck in shirts?
I
don't get that.
I don't know.
But R.J. Moore obliges and then inbounds it to Day Ames. He'll hand it back to Moore. Knocked away by Kurt Jones, but he saved it into Kaluma before it went across half court. 18-14 Cyclones, 8:43 remaining first half. Ames on the left wing, a pass to Kaluma. Here comes a double team. Kaluma trying to get some separation, knocked away by Lipsy, got it back. Now in trouble, and a pushing foul, cylinder foul called. If it's on Ward, it's his third. They might have gotten Lipsy also. They got Ward. So that's 3 on Hassan. And Rob Jones is going to have to come back.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be right on him, but Iowa State just too physical that time with the chest. And Gasson will check in for K-State, and he will replace R.J. Jones.
So go bigger. as Iowa State takes Ward out and puts Rob Jones back in. And here's Kaluma to throw it in. K-State down 4. Kaluma having trouble, got it into Carter. He lost control of it, but got it back. Now off to Gasson. Tries to drive it right. Cut off by Trey King. Now Rob Jones on a double team. Gasson in trouble. Throws across court. Intercepted by Gilbert. Iowa State on the run. Keyshawn up the right side of the floor. A pass to a cutting King, and he's fouled by Carter. And Trey King will go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Oh, really good defense by Iowa State. That hard double as Gasson picked up his dribble. He had nowhere to go. And just a great job by Keyshawn Gilbert of covering the backside as they tried to make the cross-court pass out of that.
So Trey to the free throw line to shoot 2 with the Cyclones up 4 and 8:18 to go in the half. Momcilovic and Ballou waiting to check in. King's free throw right through. First point of the game for Trey. Milan will give Gilbert a rest, then Ballou will check in for Trey if he knocks down the second free throw. 19-14 Iowa State. Trey King, the senior from Lexington. Second try, got it.
Ballou, as you mentioned, Omaha Ballou replacing Trey King. And Omaha will cover David Gasson. That will put Milan Momcilovic on Arthur Kaluma.
20-14 Iowa State.
Milan will be on day, so Kurt Jones giving up some inches to Arthur Kaluma, trying to cover him.
Aims to the right wing, and Lipsy got knocked to the deck, but it got called for the foul. Taman Lipsy gets his first foul. Didn't see what happened before he fell, but certainly saw him fall.
Well, a collision, and Iowa State got that call earlier on an offensive foul. That certainly could have been one, too. But this time it goes K-State's way.
8:05 to go in the half. 20-14 Cyclones. Kaluma to trigger. Throws it into Gasson to a backdoor cutting Carter. In on Rob Jones. Denied by Rob Jones. Out of bounds to K-State, but a big block for the team leader in that category, Robert Jones. Rob with his 29th or 28th of the season. Now Kaluma to throw it in. Kaluma having some issues. Finally got it into Gasson. He shovels underneath the Colbert, knocked away by Rob Jones, who dives for the loose ball, but Kaluma up with it. Now he's tied up. Or is he? No whistle yet. Finally, an alternate possession. Good hustle by everybody involved. The ball's going to belong to Iowa State. I think.
Yeah, I think it's timeout first. They signaled Iowa State. I actually think it should be K-State.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
All right, timeout here. 7:53 to go in the first half. It's Iowa State leading at 20-14. Let's take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Farming is not easy or predictable, especially when it comes to nitrogen. Until now. Pivot BioProven 40 on seed for corn is microbial nitrogen that is directly on the seed. No need to lift, haul, inject, or apply it. Why? Because the nitrogen you need is already on the seed. It's that easy. So why not pivot to easy with Pivot BioProven 40 on seed? Contact your Pivot Bio sales rep or visit pivotbio.com.
Hey Iowans, Luka Garza here. For me to get to the NBA, I've worked on my speed, precision, and my shot. For you to get to the NBA, all you need is the Iowa Lottery. First, play bonus multiplier scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Then, enter non-winning tickets for your chance to win a VIP suite experience with the Minnesota Timberwolves, including food, hotel, and $1,000 cash. Plus, center court seats to see the Iowa Wolves. Enter today and see rules at ialottery.com/VIP.
Raceline Alternative Energy is creating clean, renewable energy right here in rural Iowa. Our processes convert livestock waste and other organic sources into renewable natural gas. We're going one step further, not only creating renewable energy, but also improving air, water, and soil quality through our prairie restoration and cover cropping practices. To learn more about our renewable natural gas production and our ecological services, visit us online at racelinealternativeenergy.com.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 7:53 remaining. It's Iowa State 20 and Kansas State 14. The Iowa Farm Bureau celebrating farmers and Iowans who summon the strength to do more, be more, those who are farm strong.
Iowa State has forced 6 turnovers and only scored 4 points off them. Iowa State's only turned the ball over 1 time, and that was on that fast break. And once again, they gave it to Rob, but it was a bad decision that time by Taman, who's off to a good start. Taman, 6 points, couple of rebounds, and 1 assist. So it is Kansas State's ball.
7 on the shot clock.
No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM Big 12 Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis. From the offseason through regular season and into the postseason, we've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/Big 12 Radio 2023.
Iowa State with 5 offensive rebounds and leading second chance points 11-0.
Big stat right there. Now, see if you can get a stop here. Iowa State with that 6-point lead. As I mentioned, 7 on the shot clock, and see if they try to get something to Kaluma working against Kurt Jones.
Perry sat for quite a while. He's back in there. Throws it into Kaluma, and now a collision as Perry and Momcilovic collided, and the foul's on Milan.
That's 1-1.
And you don't want to send Perry to the free throw line, but they do. So Milan gets his second. And Perry, one of the top free throw shooters in the Big 12.
He was coming off a curl. Colbert really bumped Momcilovic into him, but at the same time, Milan kind of reached out and grabbed him. And not enough contact on the screen ruled by Chance Moore.
Perry, the transfer from North Texas, missed the front end of the 1-and-1. And the rebound to Lipsy, a very rare miss, a 91% free throw shooter.
He missed one Saturday, too.
That's true. Cyclones up 6 with the ball. Omaha Blue back in there, gets it to Gilbert. He drives, finds Rob Jones underneath. Rob with a step-through move, jump hook, right hand, good. Rob Jones has 8 to lead Iowa State, and they're up 22-14. Now Kaluma at the other end with the Cyclones up 8. 7:26 remaining in the first half. Down low, Gasson. Here comes a double team. Cross-court pass stolen by Rob Jones. Here comes Lipsy the other way. Leading the break. Down the lane. Taman scoops. Threw it away. Trying to go to Ballou. It's out of bounds to Kansas State.
Yeah, once again, talked about having an escape plan once you get into the paint. And there just wasn't anywhere. Gasson there to protect the rim.
Trey King in for Ballou. But just the second Cyclone turnover.
True.
And they lead it by 8. $7:11 to go first half. Iowa State up 22-14. Here's Perry with it. Over to the left wing with the dribble. Spins, gets into the paint, gets it out to Gasson, who hands it off to Carter. Carter to the left side, driving into traffic. And a foul called on Iowa State.
Who's that on?
I think Rob.
I think it's on Taman.
It's Rob. It's Rob's first.
And 2 shots for Cam Carter. Boy, Rob was in great position. I think they must have ruled that he did not maintain that verticality.
So Carter to the line, looking for his first points of the evening.
He averages over 14 a game.
Spent a year at Mississippi State, his second year at K-State. He knocks down the free throw for his first point of the night. Now Day Ames in for Perry. 6:55 to go in the half, 22-15, Iowa State. One more free throw for Cam Carter. Made them both. And K-State is within 6 at 22-16. Taman Lipsy will bring it across. 6:50 to go in the half. Taman on a drive past Carter. Got it to the right side. Threw it back out. King to Gilbert. Way out right. Keyshawn putting it on the floor. Off to the left wing, and there's Rob Jones with a lean-in jumper. Good. 10 now for Rob to lead all scorers in the game.
And Rob had one of his poor performances of the season Saturday. And man, he is motivated here tonight.
He has been terrific, and now Ames slips, and will they tie him up? They do. And alternate possession to Iowa State. Ames slipping on that logo, which a lot of guys have slipped on here at this tournament. And Iowa State gets it on the turnover, 24-16. They lead it. 6:21 remaining in the half. They kind of tripped over the foot of Gilbert. Cyclones an 8-point lead and the basketball. 6:18 to go in the half. On the right wing is Gilbert. Out high to Rob Jones. Left side, Kurt Jones. Now to King, top of the circle. Right side to Lipsy. Puts it on the floor. Got by Kaluma. Back out to Trey. A 3-ball right wing. Missing. And the rebound to Carter.
Iowa State 1 of 7 beyond the arc.
Carter off to the right wing. Ames launches a 3. No good. King another rebound. Outlet comes to Gilbert. Down court on the fly to Kurt Jones. Good catch. Saves it into Rob Jones. Back to Kurt. Right wing 3. Kurt Jones. No. Trey King tipped the rebound out of bounds. It'll belong to K-State. And we'll get a timeout here. No, we will not. Okay.
They get Tyler Perry in for Arthur Kaluma, but TJ saying, I get those shots, but let's move the ball. Let's get something going to the basket.
5:44 to go in the half, and Iowa State lead of 24-16.
You're 1 of 8 from 3, and you're still up 8. Well, you didn't get there by making threes.
Ames on the dribble. Off of McNair, screen. Off it goes to Gasson, way out left. Back between the circles to Perry. Trying to find some room to operate. Nothing doing. Goes to Carter left side. 11 to shoot it. Carter off of McNair's screen. Driving. Bounce pass to McNair. Banked it up too hard, but he did draw a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
It gets on Trey.
It will be Trey, and it's his first. And 2 free throws coming for Will McNair.
And McNair, not a great free throw shooter either. 51%.
Will McNair's free throw. No good. And Iowa State will get Jackson Pavletsky in for Taman Lipsy.
Yeah, 5:22 to play here in the first half. So you got about a minute and a half of game time before the next media timeout. Get Taman some rest.
They're going to bring Blue back here for Trey King. So Omaha's getting, or rather for Rob Jones. Omaha's getting some solid minutes here, and he gets some encouragement from Rob on Rob's way off the floor.
Yeah.
But Rob Jones, 10 points to lead Iowa State in this first half. They're up 24-16. The free throw by McNair is good. Made 1 of 2. Has 5 points for Kansas State to lead them. And it's 24-17. Pavletsky will bring it up the floor. Off to Omaha Ballou. Now Omaha gets it to King at the top of the circle. Off to Kurt Jones. He'll put it on the floor. To the corner, Ballou. Picks it up, throws it back out to Pavletsky, top of the circle. To King at the left elbow. Back to Jackson. A pass underneath to Ballou. In on McNair. Bounce pass. Great pass. And King a 2-hand dunk for Iowa State. Omaha Ballou found him.
What a great little drop pass by Omaha Ballou.
And Trey King the dunk for his first field goal. And Iowa State up 9 at 26-17. Here's Perry around the top with the dribble. Jab step, loses Pavletsky, a 3-ball right through. You knew that one was going in the minute it left his hands. Second 3 of the game for Tyler Perry, and it's 26-20.
Yeah, the help defense wasn't where it needed to be.
Pavletsky to the right side with a dribble. Spins, throws it back out to Trey King, off to Kurt Jones. Now King has it, off to Pavletsky right side, drives, jump stop in the paint, in trouble, bounces to Ballou, good catch. Double clutch shot, 1 goal was blocked, and Gasson clears it for K-State. 4:05 to go in the half. K-State down 6. Perry tried to lose Pavletsky, Jackson knocked it free, Perry got it back. Perry into traffic, drives it, shot blocked by Ballou, but a foul called.
Oh,
I think it's on Omaha, and I don't know.
Oh, no.
Like a pretty clean play by Omaha Ballou, but he gets the foul, and that's going to be 2 free throws for Perry. Time out on the floor, 3:56 remaining in the first half. And it's Iowa State leading Kansas State 26-20 on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Green Hills is Ames' premier 55-plus life plan community, located just minutes away from Iowa State University. Green Hills offers easy living just the way you want. Enjoy an active lifestyle with a warm water pool, wellness center, lifelong learning opportunities, a movie theater, a pet-friendly community, raised garden beds, walking trails, and so much more. Find the perfect fit for your lifestyle within one of our beautiful apartments or townhomes. At Green Hills, there's something for everyone. Learn more about Green Hills or request a tour at greenhillsrc.com.
Do you trust your insurance agent? Do you trust your insurance company? Well, you'd better.
Because all they've really sold you is a promise to be there when things go bad, to step up and put everything back the way it was. So, if you don't trust your insurance company, maybe it's time to find one you do trust. West Bend. The worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
McFarland Clinic's reputation for extraordinary care starts with our team of caring professionals. With family-friendly work hours and meaningful relationships with patients and coworkers, McFarland Clinic is a trusted employer to start your new career journey. We are currently hiring nurses, medical assistants, lab and imaging technologists, receptionists, business services positions, and more. Start your journey at mcfarlandclinic.com/careers. McFarland Clinic, extraordinary care every day.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield first half. 3:56 to play in the half. It's 26-20. Iowa State leading Kansas State. Cyclone fans, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield knows you're here for every fadeaway, every alley-oop, every buzzer beater, and Wellmark's here for every moment too, with trusted health care coverage, committed to making health care better. Learn more at wellmark.com/hoops.
Yeah, we talked about the importance of points off turnovers. Right now it's 4-4. Iowa State has forced 8 turnovers and only turned it over twice. But it's not the live ball turnovers that Iowa State has. They've been able to take advantage of. And their half-court offense still struggling a little bit. Iowa State 9 of 25 for 36%. Wildcats 7 of 16. So points in the paint favoring Iowa State, but second chance points, the winner for Iowa State so far in this one, 11-0. Well, throughout the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for the hard work and determination both on and off the field. Just like our athletes, our state leads the nation in corn and ethanol production. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to learn how corn grows Iowa.
Tyler Perry's going to shoot a couple free throws here for Kansas State, followed by Omaha Ballou. And if you joined us late, Omaha playing quite a bit tonight. Tamarian Watson unavailable, but even given that circumstance, Omaha has played quite a bit. And he comes out now as Rob Jones is back in there. And Perry to the free throw line to shoot 2 for K-State. He has 6 points.
Pavletsky stays in as Kurt Jones, who has not scored, gets a rest.
Perry knocks down the free throw. He has 7 to lead K-State. And they're within 5 now. Second free throw for Perry is also good. 8 now for Tyler Perry. It's 26-22. Lipsy brings it across. Well, you mentioned it off the air. Sure would be nice to see a three-pointer fall. Here's Lipsy on the left wing. A pass to King, right back to Taman. Left side, he's hit the only 3 for Iowa State tonight. Throws it back to Gilbert. Keyshawn putting it on the floor against Carter. Picks up his dribble, bounces it off to Pavletsky behind the three-point line. 5 to shoot it. Jackson to the right baseline. In trouble. 2 to shoot it. Pavletsky's got to get it off. Fadeaway jumper right baseline. No, but it did at the rim. Jones kept the rebound alive, but it's controlled by K-State. And they're only down 4 and with the ball here, and Perry has it in the front court.
K-State defense doing the job.
3:14 to go in the half. Perry off to Carter to a cutting McNair, and on Pavletsky. Missed the layup. Got his own rebound. McNair back in on Rob Jones now. Kicks it out cross court to the right side, and Carter drives into the paint. Left-hand runner, no. Rebound tipped around. Pavletsky has it off the tip from Rob Jones.
Well, good job protecting the rim by Rob and Trey.
Cyclones dodge one there, and they still lead it by 4. Here's Gilbert on a bounce pass to Lipsy. 16-footer. Yes! Taman Lipsy's been really good. He has 8, and the Cyclones lead at 28-22. 2:38 to go in the half. Ames off to the right side. Lipsy almost took it away. A pass goes to Perry. He's tied up, and a foul on Iowa State. It's going to go on Jackson Pavletsky.
You can't foul there. I mean,
especially
John,
him. Yeah,
you got a 91% free throw shooter. He's 30 feet from the basket. You're doubling him. That's the double part's fine, but you can't be over aggressive and you can't reach in. You're going to get called. You're going to get called for the foul just about every time.
And Pavletsky did.
Where Iowa State was, getting to the double bonus. They're still not in it. And the Wildcats are in the double bonus.
And Perry knocks down the first free throw, and this is where he can really get his offensive game going.
Yeah. Iowa State with 11 fouls here in the first half. The 9 on the Wildcats. It was 6-0 at one time.
Jerome Tang got teed up, and he's gotten a bunch of calls since. The free throw by Perry is good. He made them both. He has 10 points now to lead Kansas State. They're within 4, 28-24. Lipsy brings it across. 2:25 remaining in the half. Cyclones up 4. Lipsy to Rob Jones. Right back to Taman. Now right wing to King. Waiting for Cutters. Throws it to Kurt Jones. Looking for his first points. Teardrop. Good. Kurt Jones connects. And it's 30-24 Iowa State. Good to see Kurt get going. Cyclones by 6 with 2 minutes remaining in the half. On the left wing, Gasson putting it on the floor against Kurt Jones. Pressure. Gasson into traffic, almost tied up. Off to Kaluma. 3 left corner, no. Good block up by Kurt Jones and the rebound to King. Cyclones a 6-point lead in the ball, and here comes Gilbert up the left side. Off a Rob Jones screen. Gilbert trying to drive it, gets to the free throw line. Bounce pass right corner to Lipsy. Taman waiting for help, throws it out high to Kurt Jones. 1:38 remaining in the half. Here's Kurt. On the left side, off to King, to Lipsy with 8 to shoot it. Taman has Gasson on a switch. Now to Kurt Jones, way out left, against Kaluma, 2 on the shot clock. Kurt, a running drive, and he had it blocked. And it'll be a shot clock violation as McNair came over to help. And got the block, and then the shot clock expired.
Yeah, Kurt had no choice. Had to try something, but Iowa State didn't get a lot of movement.
Timeout here. Called by TJ Otzelberger. Iowa State leads at 30-24, 1:23 to go in the half.
Yeah, Iowa State, has not been able to get to the free throw line lately. The Wildcats have been there 13 times. Iowa State 10, but man, it has been a while since Iowa State was at the free throw line.
They got there a lot early.
They have not shot a free throw in the last 8+ minutes.
So basically, since the Jerome Tang technical.
Basically.
30-24. Cyclones lead it. 1:23 to go in the half. Kurt Jones, of course, shot the 2 free throws on the technical. Missed them both.
Right. That was kind of a deflator.
A little bit. And he's out there along with Lipsy, King, Gilbert, and Rob Jones, who leads Iowa State with 10 points. Lipsy has 8. And the Cyclones have a 6-point lead. Their defense has been good. Held Kansas State to 24 points. 1:23 to go in the half. Kaluma to throw it in.
Now keep him off the free throw line.
That's the best way to keep him from scoring.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry brings it across. Lipsy giving him a little bit of space now. Off it goes to Gasson on the left side. He'll try to hand it back to Perry, but Lipsy did a good job denying that. Out it comes to Carter. Carter with 13 to shoot. Had it knocked away by Trey King, and Lipsy dives for the loose ball. Saves to Gilbert. Ahead to King for a 2-hand dunk. What a play. Trey King the finish. Cyclones by 8. 32-28 now. Taman Lipsy causing havoc with his defense. Here's a 3 at the other end. It misses for Carter. The rebound knocked away by Gilbert, but into the hands of Perry. 43 seconds. Perry on the dribble, 15 to shoot it. Perry out high between the circles against Gilbert. Backs it out of there. Now trying to lose Keyshawn. Can't do it. Now he'll pull the trigger on a deep 3. No good, but a foul call. And 3 free throws coming for Tyler Perry. Foul on Gilbert.
He went sideways after he put that shot up to run into Gilbert.
He kind of kicked his legs out at the end. Basically his right leg coming out.
That's a leg whip.
Right. And he gets 3 free throws out of this guy knows all the tricks. Tyler Perry, 3 free throws, and he knocks down the first.
Yeah, that's a leg whip flop by Tyler Perry, and he gets 3 points out of it in all likelihood.
Well, there's 2 as he knocks down the second, and he'll shoot a third, 32-26. 30 seconds to go in the half. 30.8 actually, but I was taking essentially hold it for 1. That's a tough break.
Yeah.
Perry has scored his last 6 points at the free throw line. And now he knocks down the third, so he has 13 points in the first half.
And he comes out, those 2 fouls.
32-27.
And that's a bad call. Brett Smith got sucked in, the official, and, man, 3 points are big.
32-27 Iowa State. They'll try to hold it for the last shot. They have a 5-point advantage. Shot clock has about an 0.8 of a second difference. A pass deflected, but King comes up with it, drives it, bounce to Rob Jones, reverse layup, good. So they didn't hold it, and Rob Jones now with a dozen.
Well, they tried to trap, and Iowa State attacked the trap.
And a timeout called by the Wildcats with 10 seconds to go in the half. But Rob Jones, a dozen first half points, and the Cyclones lead at 34-27. Let's pause here for 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. Rob Jones with a dozen points to lead Iowa State. When he played at Denver, he scored 21 against North Dakota State, a Summit League tournament game. His career high at Iowa State, 18 against Iowa earlier this year. And he already has a dozen here in the first half. The Cyclones up by 7.
So obviously now, 10 seconds to go, they bring Tyler Perry back in for offense and see if they run some screen and roll.
Don't foul him.
Don't foul him. I mean, don't even give him a reason to call the foul.
So K-State will inbound down by 7. Shot clock turned off and 10 seconds on the game clock. And they'll give
Iowa State showing zone.
Perry has it way out left. Dribbles to between the circles. Now drives it in there into the paint, kicks it out. A left wing 3 for R.J. Jones. No. And that'll bring us to halftime. They got a really good look, but R.J. Jones could not connect on the 3. And Iowa State has a 7-point halftime advantage. 34-27. Stay with us for the halftime show after these messages on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
You dodge raindrops and chase daylight. To win, you make the most of every pass, every seed, every acre. Meristem is all about helping farmers improve nutrient use efficiency, build big, healthy plants fast, and position the crop to finish strong. Connect with your Meristem dealer to put products to work on your farm, like Excavator, Revline Hopper Throttle, and Harvest Shield Complete. Fight back. Go fast. Win more. MeristemAg.com.
We stand for people, progress and pride.
We're the Iowa Farm Bureau, and we support farm families. We're a voice on local, state, and national issues. We're also committed to making rural Iowa a better place to live and keeping Iowa farm families on the farm.
Celebrating 60 years. Sukup Manufacturing Company offers quality products from a family-owned and operated business. A winning combination of producing innovative and reliable grain storage and grain handling products, giving you back the quality time for what's most important to you. Visit sukup.com to find your dealer today.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
On the Cyclone Sports Network from Learfield, Cyclone basketball is on the air. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Here's John Walters.
34-27, Iowa State leading Kansas State at halftime of this Big 12 quarterfinal. And Eric, the Cyclones did a lot of things well, but one thing they didn't do well was keep Kansas State off the free throw line, and that's where they scored 11 of their 27 points.
Right, 11 of 16 at the line, and Tyler Perry, who's never really had a big game against Iowa State, well, It's only his third outing against the Cyclones, but he had 13 points in that first half. But you're right, 7 of those, a couple of threes, and then 7 out of 8 at the free throw line. And Iowa State's got to keep him off the line. Iowa State didn't shoot a free throw the final 8 minutes of the first half. Iowa State 7 of 10. They got there early, but neither team ringing the bell from the perimeter. Iowa State 1 of 8 from 3, and K-State 2 of 8 beyond the arc. But Iowa State did force 9 turnovers and turned it over only 3 times. Still, the Cyclones with just a 6'4" edge in points off turnovers.
But at halftime, they lead it by 7, 34-27 over Kansas State. Back with more of the halftime show. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Basketball fans, want to drive a winner? Get in a Toyota and see how impressive they are. The RAV4 is a versatile playmaker built to get the crowd going. The Highlander is a slam dunk when it comes to space. And the Camry is a fast break of fun and reliability. Plus, these Toyotas come with available all-wheel drive, so you can drive the lane with power. Visit Toyota.com to learn more, or check out your local Toyota dealership today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, this is Kevin Brooks with Avila Bank. We're proud of our Cyclones. It takes a whole team to be successful, and we applaud you for your efforts. At Avila Bank, we take pride in using those same qualities of teamwork, dedication, and hard work to help you finance your ag, commercial, and individual needs. You already have picked a winning team with the Cyclones. Now pick a winner of a bank. Stop in and see what better banking is all about at Avila Bank. Good luck to the Cyclones from your team at Avila Bank. Avila Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get ready to score big with IMT Insurance. When it comes to your personal and business insurance needs, IMT Insurance is your MVP. Leave the worries behind and focus on your game. IMT Insurance has you covered so you can be worry-free. Whether it's personal or business needs, they've got the playbook to protect you from life's unexpected fouls. Don't let life's unplanned challenges sideline you. With IMT Insurance, you can stay in the game with confidence. Visit IMTINS.com today to learn more. With IMT Insurance, bring your A game and be worry-free.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Get in the right seat at Van Wall with special offers like a 1023E for only $129 per month.
Offer ends 4/30/2024. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Iowa State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
And we're back at the Big 12 tournament here in Kansas City. T-Mobile Center, Iowa State is leading Kansas State 34-27. Taking a quick look at our halftime stats. Iowa State shooting 42% from the field, 13 of 31. Wildcats just 32%, 7 of 22. The Wildcats made 2 of 8 from 3. Iowa State just 1 of 8 beyond the arc, and 11 of 16 at the free throw line for the Wildcats. Iowa State 7 of 10. Iowa State coming up short in rebounding, 19-17. 6 offensive rebounds for the Wildcats, but they only have 3 points off those 6 offensive rebounds. Iowa State with 5 offensive rebounds, and they turned those into 11 second chance points. Fast break points favoring Iowa State 4-2, and 9 turnovers on the Wildcats. Iowa State scored 6 points off those. Wildcats scored 4 points off Iowa State's 3 turnovers. 4 block shots for the Wildcats, 3 for Will McNair, and Iowa State with 3 block shots, a couple for Robert Jones. Well, individual scoring in the first half for Iowa State. Robert Jones leading the way with 12. And then it was Taman Lipsey with 8, Trey King with 6, And then 2 each for Keyshawn Gilbert, Curtis Jones, Hassan Ward, and Omaha Ballou. Hassan with 2 fouls in the first half. Momcilovic did not score, but he does have 2 fouls. The Wildcats were led by Tyler Perry with 13 points, then 5 each for Will McNair and Arthur Kaluma. 2 points for Cam Carter and Day-Day Ames. And let's check our first half Diamond Vogel points in the paint. Brought to you by Diamond Vogel Paints. And a strong finish to the half in the paint for Iowa State. Their final 8 points coming in the paint. And they lead the Wildcats 22-10. And that is our points in the paint from Diamond Vogel. Protecting your home, office, and equipment with quality paints and industrial finishes made right here in Iowa. We are at halftime at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Quarterfinal action of the Big 12. Iowa State leading Kansas State 34-27. Back with more of the halftime show on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Get in the right seat at Van Wall with special offers like a 1023E for only $129 per month.
Offer ends 4/30/2024. Some restrictions apply. See a Van Wall location for details.
Around here, Jack Frost nips more than just your nose. That's why the Midwest gets Honda. Dependable, all-wheel drive with heated steering wheel and seats to keep Jack Frost off your seat. Nice. Which will make it very happy. And since it's no fun to gas up in this weather, isn't it cool that Honda has such legendary fuel efficiency? New Hondas are arriving, but so is Mr. Frost. So see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
Glacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Cyclone athletics around Jack Trice Stadium, Hilton Coliseum, and the Stark Performance Center. Glacier Graphics and Signs helps you build your brand through the use of high-impact graphics, signage, and video displays designed specifically to tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Glacier Graphics and Signs, the preferred graphics and signage provider of Iowa State athletics. Visit them online at glacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
Green Hills is Ames' premier 55-plus community, located minutes from Iowa State University. Enjoy an active lifestyle with a warm water pool, wellness center, learning opportunities, movie theater, pet-friendly community, raised garden beds, walking trails, and more. Find the perfect lifestyle with one of the beautiful apartments or townhomes. At Green Hills, there is something for everyone. Learn more about Green Hills at greenhillsrc.com.
Iowa State leading Kansas State here in the quarterfinals of the Big 12 tournament. 34-27 our score. Cyclones trying to advance to the semifinal round, which would be played at 8:30 tomorrow night. And the winner of this Iowa State K-State game will play the winner of the nightcap here tonight. Baylor going against Cincinnati. Cincinnati with a couple of wins here in the tournament. They were able to beat come from behind to beat West Virginia on Tuesday, and then last night was a struggle for the Kansas Jayhawks. Played without Hunter Dickinson and Kevin McCullough. They put it on the Jayhawks pretty good, so it'll be Baylor and Cincinnati up next. Earlier, the other semifinal will be Houston and Texas Tech. Houston, a winner over TCU 60-45, and Texas Tech jumped out to a big lead and held off BYU 81-67. And of course, Selection Sunday is just around the corner. We'll see where Iowa State's going. A lot of pundits suggesting that Iowa State may end up in Omaha, which would certainly be good for this crowd of Cyclones. A huge turnout here in Kansas City, and actually there's Iowa State fans dominating this game, if you will, in terms of fans. Now for our Hy-Vee halftime interview, assistant coach Kyle Green comes out and coached a lot of good things in the first half. He only turned it over 3 times. And I thought you were really engaged defensively, other than maybe fouling a little too much.
Yeah, you know, it was 6-0 in fouls. Us not having any, and then we ended up with 12. A little overly physical in a couple of those traps, a couple of those situations where they got the cylinder foul. You know, we always want to err on the side of aggression. Need to clean that up and not bail them out with bad fouls late in the possession.
Oh, offensively, I thought you had pretty good movement throughout a lot. Not knocking down the three, but your last 8 points come in the paint, which is what, if you're not knocking them down one way, you got to find another way.
Right. We're going to keep attacking the paint, keep them playing with pace, getting the ball moving, not letting it stick, don't over dribble. You know, keep looking to make the extra pass and attack the closeout. We get in the paint, we'll score it or get to the foul line.
I thought Rob maybe struggled more last Saturday against K-State than maybe he had all season long. Man, he's come out with a vengeance here, hasn't he?
You know, Rob, that's his mentality, right? He wanted to, come back and recover from that with what he didn't feel like was his best performance, and now he's just got to continue it for 21 minutes.
Any adjustments in the second half going to change anything defensively?
No, just like you talked about, we have to guard the ball. We want to continue to be aggressive and keep the ball out of the paint, so understand who we can help off of and where our help's going to be in certain situations, and then keep that ball off the paint. And then rebound. We did a good job of rebounding the ball in the first half. We got to do a great job in the second half.
Okay, good luck, Coach.
Thanks.
And that was our Hy-Vee halftime interview, brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Cyclones. 34-27, Iowa State leading Kansas State at halftime here, this quarterfinal matchup. And we'll be back with second half action on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
A bag of corn is, well, a bag of corn, unless it's a bag of Pioneer brand chrome seed corn. Then you're dealing with the most optimized yield potential, agronomic performance, and insect protection the Pioneer lineup has to offer. A bag that will make life easier for you, 8 bushels per acre easier, and much harder for rootworms in the competition. Pioneer brand Chrome products, field proven and ready for yours. Visit pioneer.com/plantchrome.
Hey Iowans, Luca Garza here. For me to get to the NBA, I've worked on my speed, precision, and my shot. For you to get to the NBA, all you need is the Iowa Lottery. First, play bonus multiplier scratch tickets and you could win up to $100,000. Then, enter non-winning tickets for your chance to win a VIP suite experience with the Minnesota Timberwolves, including food, hotel, and $1,000 cash. Plus, center court seats to see the Iowa Wolves. Enter today and see rules at ialottery.com/VIP.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Glacier Graphics and Signs provides big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results for Cyclone athletics around Jack Trice Stadium, Hilton Coliseum, and the Stark Performance Center. Glacier Graphics and Signs helps you build your brand through the use of high-impact graphics, signage, and video displays designed specifically to tell your story and grow your business in a big way. That's Glacier Graphics and Signs, the preferred graphics and signage provider of Iowa State athletics. Visit them online at glacier.com to see how they can bring your big ideas to life.
You've been listening to the Cyclone Halftime Report. From Learfield, Cyclone Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Pioneer. What's next happens here since 1926. The Iowa Farm Bureau, celebrating farmers and Iowans who summon the strength to do more, be more. Those who are farm strong. And by Pivot Bioproven 40 on seed. Predictable, productive, weatherproof. Learn more at pivotbio.com. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa State Cyclones with well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Here's John Walters with the well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield second half.
A second half which begins with Iowa State leading 34-27 and Kansas State operating left to right in front of us. We are opposite the Iowa State bench. Kaluma has it on the left wing and hands it off to Carter, then gets it right back. Lipsy over to cover up on him, poked it free. Kaluma maintains the dribble. Now shovels it back out to Carter for a 3 left wing. It's good. Cam Carter with his first field goal, a big 3-pointer for K-State. Yeah. And it's 34-30.
They're now 3 of 9 beyond the arc.
Iowa State on its first possession in the second half. Rob Jones, who led the way with 12 first half points, shovels it off to Gilbert. Keyshawn had 4 assists in that half. Drives it in there, missed the shot. Rebound tipped out. Rob has it. Throws it off to Momcilovic, left side to the corner, Gilbert. Now Keyshawn along the baseline. In on Perry. Shovels to Momcilovic, right corner. Penetrating. Now Milan, a 14-footer. Good. Man, is that a welcome sight right there. 36-30. Milan Momcilovic, his first bucket in the last 2 games. Didn't score in Manhattan. Only took 2 shots. Cyclones by 6. Carter driving to the free throw line. Bounce pass inside. Stolen by Gilbert. Cyclones on the run. Keyshawn pushing it ahead. Looking in the rearview mirror. Takes it to the right side. Shovels it out to Trey King. Trey on a handoff on the come around to Lipsy. He'll give it right back to Trey on the give and go. Right hand scoop. Around and in. Great shot. Acrobatic by Trey King. He has 8.
And a great feed. Good steal by Keyshawn Gilbert and a great feed from Taman Lipsy.
And the Cyclones had the patience that time in attack mode. They were in attack mode, but they did it methodically. And they lead it 38-30. Here's Kaluma on the right wing. Off a screen from Colbert. Kaluma against Rob Jones. Crosses over and drives it. A right-hand scoop. Good. Nice move by Arthur Kaluma. He has 7. 38-32 Iowa State.
One-on-one move, that back and forth, and then takes it to the basket. Boy, really crafty finish.
Hard guy to defend, isn't he?
Yeah.
Here's Lipsy up the left side. Cyclones by 6. We're 2 minutes into the second half. Lipsy has the dribble, gets it to Momcilovic, left of the lane, into the paint. Milan a spinning fadeaway, 15 feet short, but he was fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. So TJ Otzelberger had some words of encouragement for Milan Momcilovic right before this second half started, and Milan getting some looks here early.
And foul on Cam Carter. That's his first, or second.
That would be his second, yeah. And to the free throw line, Momcilovic. But what a finish by Trey King a moment ago, acrobatically. And now Momcilovic shooting free throws for Iowa State. And he buries the first. Milan had a Big 12 high 19 against K-State in Ames, but then didn't score in the return match in Manhattan. 39-32, Iowa State. Second free throw, Momcilovic. Yes. 4 quick ones in the second half for Milan. And the Cyclones lead at 40-32. Here's Ames to the left side. A pass almost taken away by Lipsy, but McNair up with it. Over to the right corner, Carter. Hit a 3 a moment ago. Thought about another. Now tries to drive it. Kicks it out to the left corner. Kaluma driving baseline. Cut off. Cross-court kick out to Ames for a 3. No good. And the rebound to Kaluma back up and in. Arthur Kaluma with the putback, 40-34. Cyclones by 6. Lipsy into the front court for Iowa State. Off left wing to King. Now Taman gets it back. Drives it to the free throw line. Lobs for Trey. Overthrew him. And aims up with the steal for K-State. Cyclone lead at 6, but here come the Wildcats with it. And Kaluma has it on the left wing. Looking to go one-on-one.
Just the 4th turnover on Iowa State.
Kaluma against King. Lost him in a screen. Kaluma driving now along the baseline. Shovels underneath, and McNair dunks it and draws a foul. Count the bucket for Will McNair, and he'll try for a 3-point play.
And that foul on Robert Jones, his second.
And 1 free throw for McNair. It's a 4-point game.
And screen off. So Jones, Rob Jones, Taman Lipsy, Trey King get a rest. Hassan Ward, Omaha Ballou, and Kurt Jones in.
Will McNair trying to complete a 3-point play. Has 7 points on the night. 40-36 Cyclones. McNair's free throw is good. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, Iowa State had it up to 8.
And now the Kansas State fans making some noise. Cyclone lead is 3. Here's Ballou out high, off to the right wing, Kurt Jones. They reverse it, left side to Momcilovic. Now Ballou shovels it off to Gilbert, sets a screen for him. Gilbert to the right side with the dribble, throws it out to Milan, a 3-ball right wing, no. Rebound, tipped out of bounds by Hassan Ward, and it belonged to Kansas State. Kansas State had those 3 players, Eric, that got 2 fouls right away in the first half, and none of them got their third.
Right.
So they're not in any real foul trouble. 16:15 to go. And the lead for Iowa State is 3. Here's Perry, deep left wing, throws it to the right side to Carter. They come out with a double team. He got it to McNair. McNair drives and lays it in. And now it's a 1-point game, 40-39.
Oh, that double just didn't slow him down at all. An easy roll to the basket and a good pass.
Gilbert down the lane, lean in jumper, good. Great answer from Keyshawn Gilbert. His second field goal. And a whistle after the bucket. I'm not sure why there was a timeout, but there was, as the basket by Keyshawn Gilbert makes it 42-39. We'll get the break here with 15:48 remaining in the second half, with the Cyclones up 3 on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Wherever people work, live, or play, there is a plumber and steam fitter who made it possible. In today's business climate, you need partners you can trust. Partners that care about your company and your customers. Partners like the plumbers and steam fitters, Local Union 33. Local Union 33 finds the right people, trains them exceptionally well, and supplies a qualified workforce, whether you need general or specialized skills. For more information, log on to ualocal33.org.
Welcome to Game Day. You can feel the excitement all across campus. If it was a regular day, we could talk more about BW Fusion and how we're helping Iowa farmers increase profitability with fact-based crop nutrition programs. But today, it's all about basketball. So let's just say, go Clones. BW Fusion, the most powerful gallon in agriculture. A proud sponsor of Iowa State Athletics. Go Clones.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more to keep corn growing Iowa.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 15:48 remaining. And Iowa State leads it, but just by 3, 42-39.
Wildcats 5 of 6 from the field, including a three-pointer here to start the second half. And I believe their miss turned into a basket. So they're scoring on just about every possession, other than they had one turnover that did lead to an Iowa State basket. But, well, Iowa State's got work to do on the defensive end. You know, they've got dynamic scorers who can create their own shot in Arthur Kaluma, Tyler Perry, and Cam Carter. That stresses the defense quite a bit. You try to get the ball out of their hands, and you know they've made a couple of good reads. They had a nice dump down to Will McNair on a drop to the basket after Iowa State tried to ice a high ball screen.
Yeah, McNair with 10 points in this one. Cyclone Basketball is brought to you by your local Northland Ford dealers. Visit buyfordnow.com.
And the exciting moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for it all as your healthcare champion, making healthcare more affordable with more choices for care and peace of mind no matter what comes your way. Find the plan right for you at wellmark.com/hoops.
Tamarian Watson in concussion protocol still tonight, not available. So Omaha Blue playing some tonight. He's back in there along with Hassan Ward, Taman Lipsy, Kurt Jones, and Keyshawn Gilbert. Here's McNair with it for K-State. They're down 3. 15:38 remaining. McNair on the right wing, throws it out high to Carter. Carter driving against Kurt Jones, and a foul called on Kurt. That's going to be his second. You don't want to get this team in the bonus again.
Right.
That's where they scored 11 points in the first half.
Yeah, they've been to the free throw line 17 times.
Perry to throw it in front of Jerome Tang. It's a 3-point Cyclone lead, but K-State now a backdoor cut by Carter, but he couldn't control the pass, and it's out of bounds to Iowa State. They turn it over as Kaluma tried to throw it backdoor to Carter, and he couldn't handle the pass. Out of bounds to the Cyclones. They lead it by 3. Let's see if they can get a little separation here. Taman Lipsey brings it across. Picked up by Carter. 15-20 to go. Lipsey a lob to Ward and a two-hand dunk. Beautiful design play out of the timeout. And Hassan flushed it through. 44-39. And that gets this crowd going, and now a travel by Perry. And the ball goes over to Iowa State on the turnover. And Perry complaining that Omaha Blue should have got a technical.
A technical?
Yeah, that's what he's saying, a technical, because he kind of was celebrating the play. But man, what a lob by Lipsey to Ward on the offensive end. Blue comes out. But loved what TJ Otzelberger drew up there. Cyclones by 5. Lipsey with his 3rd assist. Now takes it to the right side. Drives, lobs it for Ward again. Tried to dunk it, and McNair fouled him hard. And Ward will go to the free throw line. That's the 3rd on McNair. And Hassan will shoot 2. Another good lob from Taman Lipsey.
McNair, 6'11", 265. It doesn't move quite as well, but man, he was late to the party and a nice feed. Hassan couldn't quite squeeze that one in through all the contact.
And he will shoot 2 free throws here with the Cyclones up by 5 and 15 minutes to go. And the first one by Hassan rims out. Gasson back in there for K-State, who'll replace Perry, so they go much bigger. And Ward to shoot one more for Iowa State, trying to get the lead to 6. And he does. So there's that little bit of separation we were asking for. 45-39 Cyclones. You'd like a little more.
And now this will put Kurt Jones at 6'3", 6'4" on Arthur Kaluma.
Day Ames will bring it up the floor for K-State. Cyclone lead is 6. Under 15 minutes to play. Ames out high with the dribble. Off to the right wing, Carter. Defended by Gilbert. Now to the right side. Ames has it against Lipsey. Puts it on the floor. Driving to the baseline. Cut off. Had to bring it back out to McNair. McNair against Rob Jones. Nowhere to go. Finds a cutter. Gasson knocked away and a foul called on Kurt Jones, and he didn't like the call. Doesn't say much, but you could tell by his expression he wasn't thrilled about it. That's his 3rd.
And 3rd team foul.
So 3 now on Kurt Jones, also 3 on Hassan Ward. And Kurt's going to come out, Momcilovic back in. Cyclone lead is 6 with 14:36 remaining. K-State inbound down 6. They lob it. Carter banked it too hard, but a tip wouldn't go for Gasson, and the rebound of King. Cyclones fortunate there as Gasson missed the putback. Here's Gilbert driving right along the baseline. Plenty of contact. Brings it back out and throws it away. Trying to find someone. He got in no man's land.
Yeah, we talked about that in the pregame. Getting in there, you got to have an escape plan. He got caught under the basket.
14:20 remaining in this second half. Iowa State leads it by 6, but they have an empty possession there with the turnover. Here's Ames, shoveling it off to Carter out high, a weave. They give it to Kaluma against Momcilovic. He crosses over, has it top of the circle. Kaluma off to McNair. He'll hand it off on the right wing to Ames. Rob Jones hedges us out. 8 on the shot clock. A pass goes to Gasson. Lob underneath. McNair, reverse layup, good. Nice hands and finish by McNair. He has a dozen.
They've really made Iowa State pay on those ices out high. They've gotten the ball inside. McNair.
K-State back within 4. Here's Momcilovic, a right corner 3, rounded out. Rebound tipped out of there. Rob Jones fighting for it, but it's Carter that comes up with it.
Cyclones 1 of 10 beyond the arc.
They caught him napping that time, but Milan missed the 3. Now Kaluma has it knocked away by Trey King, and it's saved out of bounds by K-State. It belonged to Iowa State. They turn it over to Iowa State right there. Yeah, Momcilovic was just standing alone in the corner, and it wasn't necessarily the design, but it's like, okay, let's give it to him when he's open. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down. 45-41, Iowa State in front. 13:24 to go. Here's Lipsy to a curl-cutting Gilbert down the lane. Double clutch shot, missed it, but he drew a foul. And Keyshawn to the free throw line to shoot 2. That foul on Gasson. That's his first. 2 free throws coming for Keyshawn Gilbert, his first 2 of the night.
Yeah, each team now 3 team fouls here in the second half.
And Keyshawn knocks down the first. 5 points on the night for Gilbert.
A lot of subs in. Colbert, Tyler Perry, R.J. Jones in for the Wildcats.
1 more free throw for Keyshawn. Swish that one, he has 6. And Iowa State leads it by 6, 47-41. Now he'll come out, Kurt Jones back in.
Well, Kurt's got to be careful, he's got 3.
You can hear the Cyclone fans kind of picking it up now. 47-41 Iowa State, 13:15 to go. These fans want to stay another night. Perry has it way out right, hands it off to Gasson. Now Kaluma had it knocked away by Kurt Jones, cleared by Lipsy. Cyclones on the run, Lipsy down the lane, takes it to the right wing, and patiently brings it back out to Kurt Jones. Iowa State trying to add to a 6-point lead. Rob Jones off to the right side and King, off to Lipsy. Along the right baseline, nowhere to operate, brings it back out to Kurt, 13 on the shot clock. Kurt Jones waiting for cutters, throws it to Rob Jones. Here's Rob with 8 to shoot it, handing to Lipsy, shot fake. Now throws it out to Trey King, 4 to shoot it. Right wing Momcilovic, Milan into the paint, a running fadeaway, good! Milan Momcilovic with 6, got it right at the shot clock buzzer, 49-41. What a big bucket that was. Timeout Jerome Tang. And listen to this Cyclone crowd. Milan Momcilovic with 6 in the second half. And Iowa State on a 9-2 run to now lead it 49-41. And we'll take the break here on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more.
More Iowans drive Chevy.
For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
McFarland Clinic is a leader in quality medical care and an employer of choice for over 1,000 healthcare professionals throughout central Iowa. Join the McFarland Clinic team of leading experts and caregivers. We're hiring nurses, medical assistants, lab and imaging technologists, receptionists, business services positions, and more. Trust McFarland Clinic with your health and your career. Start your journey at mcfarlandclinic.com/careers. McFarland Clinic, extraordinary care every day.
Sometimes work is fine. You're thankful for the paycheck, but if you're honest with yourself, you'd really love a hands-on, honest-to-goodness, hard work kind of job. One that's fulfilling and pays well. Is it possible that the grass really is greener out there? Not everybody finds a rewarding career working alongside the farmers of Iowa that they know and respect, but the positions do exist. The grass really is greener at Key Cooperative's 20 locations across central Iowa. Think about the possibilities. Think about Key Cooperative. Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. Iowa State on a 9-2 run to now lead it 49-41. 12:24 remaining. The Iowa Farm Bureau celebrates farmers and Iowans who summon the strength to do more, be more. Those who are farm strong. Sydney Willits earned All-American status in 2023, picking up second team honors in the long jump. The multi-event athlete has recorded her name as a top 10 performer in 4 events, including 3 that rank in the top 5. Willits stood atop the podium for the Big 12 Indoor Championships as she earned the first conference title in the long jump. And oh, by the way,
and that's just what she did last year.
That's what she did last year, and she has added a national championship in the long jump this year. The Iowa Farm Bureau salutes Sydney and all the Farm Strong squad members, jumping more than 22 feet, Eric.
Yeah.
So if you took off at the three-point line, you land right under the basket.
You, or you're talking about me?
No, well, her.
No,
her.
Okay,
yeah,
all right. I need a jetpack.
She can take off at the top of the three-point line and land under the basket. an unbelievable.
Well, it's good enough to be a national champion.
Yeah, you got to do that to be a national champion.
Absolutely incredible. Iowa State now with an 8-point lead here. And there'll be just about, another media timeout at the next dead ball, probably. Under 12, we're at 12:24 to play here. But Iowa State here in the second half. 5 of 8 from the field. Wildcats 6 of 9, but Iowa State just grinding. And boy, to see Milan make plays, how big is that? He missed an open 3, but have him find other ways to impact.
He's a winner. He won 3 straight state championships at Pewaukee High School before coming to Iowa State.
Wisconsin Player of the Year.
Yeah, and man, great to see him get that offense clicking. 12:21 to play. Iowa State up by 8. Perry on the dribble out high for K-State. Off to the right wing. Here's a pass underneath and a foul on King as he tried to keep Colbert from making the catch. That'll be the 4th team foul and the 2nd on Trey King. K-State will inbound underneath.
2 fouls on Trey, 2 fouls on Rob, 2 fouls on Milan, 3 on Kurt Jones, and 3 on Hassan Ward.
K-State inbound. Perry to throw it in. Got it to the left corner. This is R.J. Jones bringing it out. Left corner it goes to Colbert. Into traffic, threw it away. King up with a steal for Iowa State. Now can they convert? Points off the turnover and get this to a double-digit lead. Kurt Jones has the dribble out high. We're down under 12 minutes. Right wing Momcilovic into traffic. Throws it back to Kurt Jones. A quick pass underneath to Rob Jones. In on Colbert with a jump hook with a right hand. Rimming good. Rob Jones with 14 and the Cyclones lead it by 10.
Biggest lead of the night.
And it's an 11-1 run. 11-2 rather for Iowa State. And here's Kaluma trying to drive it. And maybe the K-State legs start to get a little weary. Gasson drives. Knocked away by Rob Jones and cleared by Trey King. He went straight up in the air and denied it. Lipsy pushing the other way. Taman off to Kurt Jones. Out high to King. Hand off to Kurt. Now Kurt Jones, a 3-point jumper. Rounded out. Rob Jones tips the rebound out to Lipsy. Double clutch shot. Good and a foul. Count the bucket for Lipsy. And it all happened because of Rob Jones.
I don't know if Rob gets an assist there, but he does in my book.
A 13-2 run, and the Cyclones lead it by 12, 53-41. Timeout with 11:11 to go, and the Cyclones up by 12 on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck or SUV. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power, capability, new adventures, or dominating the day-to-day, there's a Ford waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait. This spring, save big on the perfect Ford for you. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today.
Cyclone power can be felt all over Iowa State University. From the court to campus, solar power to horsepower, it all combines to show the superpower of Cyclone Nation. Join students, alumni, faculty, and friends of Iowa State around the world for 24 hours of Cyclone power during Forever True Day, an online day of giving to celebrate philanthropy and all things ISU. Participate in the fun starting noon April 3rd to noon April 4th, and make plans to help us celebrate Iowa State at forevertrueday.com.
You dodge raindrops and chase daylight. To win, you make the most of every pass, every seed, every acre. Meristem is all about helping farmers improve nutrient use efficiency, build big healthy plants fast, and position the crop to finish strong. Connect with your Meristem dealer to put products to work on your farm, like Excavator, Revline Hopper Throttle, and Harvest Shield Complete. Fight back. Go fast. Win more. MeristemAg.com.
Bananas are only 39 cents a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And 39 cents a pound is not just the price today or this week. It's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop. And count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for bananas every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Well, Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. Iowa State is on a 13-2 run, trying to make it 14-2 when Taman Lipsey goes to the free throw line, and all of a sudden, the Cyclones lead it by a dozen at 53-41, 11-11 to go.
And points off turnovers now 17-9, favoring Iowa State. Cyclones have forced 15 Wildcat turnovers and only turned it over 5 times themselves. So Iowa State really doing a nice job. Trey King, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Second chance points, say favoring Iowa State by 10. Off turnover by 8. Points in the paint by 14. And Iowa State in a good place right now. Working together is how you win. That's why Mid-American Energy's roster of wind, solar, and other energy sources work together to keep your service safe and reliable 24/7. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com. I think you made a point, though, right before we went to break. I mean, are the legs of K-State starting to show up? They played last night. Of course, Iowa State did not.
Well, you hope so, because Iowa State is up by 12 now, and Lipsey to the free throw line. He's had a good night. Into double digits now with 10 points, has 4 rebounds, 3 assists. His free throw attempt is good. So Taman makes it a 14-2 run, and Iowa State is up 54-41. Out high with it is Kaluma. A quick pass underneath, stolen by Trey King.
Yeah, he baited that pass. He saw it all the way. He got called for a foul on one. He just mistimed a little bit earlier.
13-point lead in the ball for Iowa State. Gilbert off to King left wing. Boy, a 3 right now would just blow the roof right off this place. Here's King to the left side with the dribble. Picks it up. Goes to Rob Jones. Lean-in jumper. Misses. And the rebound to McNair. Outlet comes to Perry. Cyclone lead 13. Perry trying to create against Momcilovic out high. Drives it. Lipsey knocked it away, but over to the corner it goes. A 3-point jumper is good by Carter. Boy, did they need that one. 54-44.
Yeah, Wildcats 2 of 3 beyond the arc this half, 4 of 11 overall. Iowa State has made but 1 3-pointer in this game.
10-point Cyclone lead with 10 minutes to go. Robert Jones out high with the dribble. Bounce pass to Momcilovic in the paint. Fadeaway, 14-footer, around and out. And the rebound to Gasson. Now K-State looking to get it to single digits. And Perry throws ahead to McNair again. In on Rob Jones, had to kick it out. Kaluma, 3 left corner, no. Rebound Momcilovic. Cyclones a 10-point lead in the ball. 9:45 to go. Lipsey walks it up. Taman around the top with the dribble. Now has Gasson on a switch. Off it goes to Gilbert, right wing. 12 to shoot it. Keyshawn on the move. Into the paint. Draws contact. Banked it in. No foul, but he got it down. Keyshawn Gilbert with 8. And the Cyclones lead it by 12. Here's Gasson attacking. Knocked free by Trey King. And cleared by Momcilovic. And Iowa State gets the ball right back with a 12-point lead. 56-44 and a timeout called by TJ Otzelberger, and I think his guy's a little bit tired.
A little gassed, you know?
I think so, and he sensed it. But man, back up to a 12-point advantage.
He had 3 timeouts left, now he has 2, but it's like, man, you just can't let it slip away. And Iowa State in nice control at the moment.
56-44 with 9:11 to go, and the Juicy Wiggle has made its way to T-Mobile Center. Today's game is brought to you by the all-new Hy-Vee Perks program. Sign up for the totally free Hy-Vee Perks program and enjoy exclusive perks pricing on hundreds of items in-store and online. Score big savings today at Hy-Vee.com/perks. What a fun environment this is.
Yeah, great crowd here for quarterfinal action. And definitely a pro Iowa State crowd.
Well, just picture what it'll be like tomorrow if Iowa State hangs on and wins this thing.
I'd like to, but I'll wait.
Omaha Blue back in.
Yeah, Trey King getting a rest.
9:11 to play. Cyclones by 12. They get it inbounds to Lipsey. Taman between the circles. Off to the right side. Gilbert has it. Got a screen from Ballou. Gilbert Driving to the free throw line, finds Ballou, double clutch layup, no, and off his body and out of bounds is going to belong to K-State. They blocked the shot, and then it landed on Ballou as he was laying out of bounds. So it goes over to the Wildcats.
Yeah, blocked from behind.
Good action, though.
Yeah.
Pick and roll. Great experience here tonight for Omaha Ballou to get these minutes. 56-44. He's still learning. He's getting there. Here's Ames. Out high to Kaluma, back to Ames. Ames off a screen from McNair. Ward comes with a hard hedge. They throw it off to Perry, way out left against Lipsy. Perry hooks a pass to McNair, left side. Hassan Ward defending, a handoff to Perry. Deep three, left wing, no. Rebound, Lipsy. Cyclones looking to push it. Leading by 12. Lipsy to the trailer, Gilbert. 3-ball, right wing. Missing, and a foul on the shot. 3 free throws coming for Keyshawn Gilbert. Kaluma fouled him, and he's claiming that Gilbert kicked his legs out just like Perry did to Gilbert. to Gilbert earlier and got the call, and I don't know, we'll have to look at it again. But
each team's gotten one of those, and not sure either one was a foul.
Pretty much the same thing on both of them.
Exactly.
And Gilbert.
And talk about consistency.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
They were both made by the same official.
Gilbert missed the first free throw. He's going to shoot 2 more.
Pioneer brand corn hybrids deliver proven performance bag after bag. Contact your local Pioneer sales rep to learn how you can get the most out of your acres.
Gilbert hits the second. Cyclones by 13. Keyshawn looking to get to double digits with his free throw. 8:29 remaining. He knocks it down. He has 10 points on the night. And Iowa State leads it 58-44.
Now that is their biggest lead.
Gilbert with the last 4 points. Cyclones by 14. Ames on the dribble out high against Momcilovic. Crosses over and gets by him. Ballou over to help. Left-hand shot blocked by Momcilovic, but Ames back up with it. Now throws it underneath and throws it away, but McNair up with it. Knocked away by Ward. Cleared by Gilbert. Cyclones into the front court. Perry knocks it away from Gilbert. It's going to be Iowa State's basketball with a 14-point lead and 8:06 to go.
So 3 fouls on Tyler Perry now.
I think they just ruled it out of bounds. No. Did they call a foul? Okay,
they called a foul.
Okay, you're right. And here's Gilbert with it to the right side. Gilbert into traffic. Double clutch off the glass. No. Ballou kept it alive on the glass. Out of bounds, though, to Kansas State. Good effort by Omaha. And we'll get a timeout here. But Iowa State their lead was down to 1 at one point, 40-39. And since then, Iowa State on a 19-5 run to lead it 58-44, 7:58 remaining. We'll take the break on the Cyclone Network from Learfield. American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. As a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Cyclone games this season, please join American Equity in thanking all who have served our country. American Equity is more than just retirement savings and income products. They're committed to providing you best-in-class service and high-quality retirement income that helps deliver the independence to dream and reach your goals. To learn more about American Equity, please visit their website at american-equity.com.
Corn rootworms are called the billion-dollar bug for a reason. If you don't control the adult populations now, their offspring will cost you later. Stewart EC Insecticide from FMC offers a unique mode of action that delivers fast and long-lasting residual control of corn rootworm beetles and other tough insects. Choose Stewart EC Insecticide from FMC. Always read and follow label directions and precautions for use.
Mary Greeley wants you for our award-winning team. We provide outstanding patient care throughout Central Iowa, and we're looking for a variety of healthcare professionals, including nurses and patient care techs. We also have part-time jobs for students, competitive salaries, great benefits, and an unbeatable workplace culture. Learn more about your opportunities at mgmc.org/careers.
Welcome back to the Walmart Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. 7:58 remaining. Iowa State leading Kansas State 58-44 in this quarterfinal round game. And it kind of slipped past us here, Eric, but Keyshawn Gilbert has 6 steals. That's an Iowa State Big 12 tournament record.
Ties the record, but it's also his season high. And he's got 10 points, 6 steals, 4 assists, just 1 turnover. Iowa State with 12 steals, only 2 steals for Kansas State. Iowa State turned it over only 5 times and forced 17 turnovers.
Well, you and I both felt that Keyshawn Gilbert probably deserved a spot on the Big 12 all-defensive team.
Well, I thought so.
Or at least some consideration. And man, he's 6 steals here tonight on this stage. A pretty good indicator of just how good he is.
I mean, he and Lipsy in that backcourt. I mean, and you bring Kurt in, and he's a good defender too. But those two can dictate so much in the game defensively. Well, listen to coverage of NCAA championships on the Varsity Network app, powered by Learfield. Fans can hear Westwood One's exclusive coverage along with most school broadcasts through a multicast option. That's only on the Varsity Network app, available for free in your app store.
Rob Jones has had a big night, 14 points, 3 block shots, couple of steals for Rob. Great to see him get going. Taman Lipsy's been really good. He has 11 points, 5 rebounds, including 3 offensive rebounds and 3 assists.
Wildcats have committed 6 team fouls. Iowa State just 4. So they've done a good job so far keeping them off the free throw line, and I'm knocking on wood as I say that, because they're going to try, I think, to get to the basket.
Well, and they've got some guys that can shoot them back into this game, too. Here's Perry crossing over. He's one of them. The right side with it. Gilbert staying in front of him, though. A pass to the left corner. Kaluma. Covering up on him was King. Kaluma driving baseline, bounces underneath to McNair. In traffic, kicked it back out. Perry would tend to shoot against Momcilovic. Perry trying to lose him. Milan wouldn't allow it. Perry had it knocked away by Trey King and cleared by Gilbert. Keyshawn with a lob, and Trey tried to dunk it, and it hits the shot clock. We have a foul, though, on the dunk attempt on Kansas State. And that's going to send Trey King to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Not the best executed 2-on-1.
Well, I don't know. It wasn't bad. Give and go and a dunk attempt.
But they waited too long.
Yeah, but Trey got that knockaway on Perry, and now he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
That's the 3rd steal of the game for Trey King.
His free throw is good. 9 points now for Trey. We've talked about when Iowa State has 4 guys or more in double figures. 27-1 under TJ Otzelberger. Well, they already have 3 double-digit scores today, and Trey trying to become the 4th right here.
Lipsy in for Milan. Momcilovic, Iowa State 3 guards.
Second free throw, King got it. 10 for Trey King, and Iowa State leads it 60-44. Day aims into the front court for K-State. 7:19 to go. Cyclones looking for the knockout punch. Aims to the left side. Picks up his dribble, shovels to McNair. McNair needs help. Hassan Ward harassing him. McNair spins in. Left-hand shot, no. Rebound, a foul on Hassan as Carter tried to tip dunk it. And that'll be the 4th on Hassan Ward.
2 shots coming for Cam Carter. Iowa State will get Rob Jones in. K-State has not scored for 3 minutes, 24 seconds. Made one of their last 7 field goals.
And that was a 3 by Carter, and now he shoots free throws and missed the first. Here comes Rob Jones back in for Ward, and Hassan kind of hobbling out of the game a little bit. But Rob has been one of the big stories in this game, and he's back in there now. 60-44. Another free throw try for Carter. Got this one.
They get Gasson in for Day Ames. Oh, they're going bigger. Kaluma, Gasson, and McNair on the front line.
Eric, one thing defensively, you were just talking about kind of shutting off K-State's water. Perry hasn't scored this half, and we're 13 minutes into it. He scored 13 points in the first half.
Well, he's only attempted 3 shots the whole game. 1-3-1.
And Gilbert trying to drive it right, lobs it up, and Trey King dunks it with 2 hands.
Right, 1-3-1. Great job attacking the seam after side-to-side ball movement. The seam was there. Great alley-oop and finish.
And Gilbert another assist. King the finish. He has 12, and now Kaluma throws it away, and Iowa State has it on the turnover. 6:34 to go, and the Cyclones up 17 and with the ball.
Yeah, Momcilovic checks in for Kurt Jones.
Boy, do you love having 2 point guards on the floor at the same time?
2+, yeah.
Yeah. Here's Lipsy throwing it ahead to King.
And once again, they're going to stay in that 1-3-1.
Gilbert directing traffic on the left wing. Keeps his dribble, now goes to Lipsy on the right side. Quick pass to King at the free throw line. Jumper on the way, good! Trey King's got it going now. 14 for Trey. And Iowa State leads it 64-45.
2 zone possessions. Iowa State just carved it up both times.
Trey King with the last 6 points. And here is Perry stumbling on the dribble, throwing it back out high. And here's Carter with it. A pass underneath, stolen by Rob Jones. Outlet to Gilbert. Keyshawn to the bucket, draws contact, missed the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. And Iowa State's up by 19.
And just putting the Wildcats away.
Rob Jones to the line for Iowa State. And you can hear the Cyclone fans starting to chant, "Let's go State." 64-45. And it's Gilbert rather at the free throw line. His first one's good. Keyshawn has 11 points, but he's done so much more than that. He's been terrific.
5 assists, 6 steals. Trey King also, I mean, wow. 3 steals for him, 3 steals for Rob Jones, 6 for Keyshawn.
Keyshawn's second free throw right through the heart. He's got a dozen. And Iowa State leads it by 21, 66-45. Now keep in mind, it was a 40-39 lead for Iowa State. Kansas State had cut it to 1, but since then, they've been outscored 26-6. And Iowa State up by 21.
And once again, Iowa State forcing turnovers, 20 turnovers on the Wildcats. We talked about the importance of turning the Wildcat team over. Iowa State winning points off turnovers 23-9.
We'll keep it here with 5:48 remaining, and Iowa State up 66-45. Let's pause 10 seconds to allow our stations to identify themselves. This is the Cyclone Network from Learfield. A large contingent of Cyclone fans enjoying what they're seeing here tonight as Iowa State looks to advance to the semifinals. Houston and Texas Tech have already reached the semis. Iowa State, the winner of the Baylor-Cincinnati game, will join them. But when you think about those 4 schools remaining, regardless of if it's Cincinnati or Baylor, I think there's going to be another large convoy coming down on 35 tomorrow to gobble up whatever tickets they can. And if you're thinking about it, we strongly encourage it.
Absolutely.
Cyclones up 66-45 with 5:48 to go. Rob Jones is out there. He's been tremendous. He's out there with Gilbert, Lipsy, Momcilovic, and Ballou. Perry to throw it in for Kansas State. Kansas State was hoping to win its 20th game of the season. But Iowa State has really answered the bell after K-State cut it to 1 here early in the second half. And now Gasson with it out high. Off to the right wing, Kaluma. To the top of the circle, Ames. Against Momcilovic, 15 to shoot. Ames on the dribble, Milan Stanglo. Here's Ames into the paint, running right-hander, no. Rebound tipped around, Carter has it for K-State. He'll bring it back out to Perry, who launches a 3 left wing, good. Tyler Perry connects.
First points of the second half for Perry. He's got 16.
66-48 now, 5:16 to go. They throw it ahead to Ballou, and Gasson fouled him.
And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Omaha. That's the 9th foul. So final 1-and-1 of the game for the Cyclones.
So the freshman from Waukee, Omaha Ballou.
He's got 2 points.
17-27 on the season at the free throw line is Omaha. He's given some solid minutes off the bench here tonight. And his free throw try is no good. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. So Kansas State with the ball back, 5:10 to go. It's 66-48. Here's Ames. Off to the right wing in Kaluma. He'll get it to Gassan. Waiting for Cutters. Throws it out high to Carter. He's defended by Momcilovic. Carter trying to lose him, couldn't do it. Now Ames into the paint, spins it on Gilbert. Picks up his dribble. Turnaround jumper on the way. Good. Ames able to connect. And Kansas State showing some life. 66-50. Gilbert throws it ahead to Momcilovic. Milan hits the brakes. And Iowa State will kill some clock with 4:36 remaining. And the lead at 16, 66-50.
Back. Wildcats, are they back in the man-to-man? Yes.
Gilbert on the left wing, out to Ballou, top of the circle. Omaha gets rid of it to Rob Jones, 10 to shoot it. Rob top of the key, 7 on the shot clock. Right side, Lipsy, 3-ball on the way. No. Rebound to top. Ballou has him at 2 on the shot clock. Momcilovic launches a deep 3. And it hits the back iron, doesn't go. Rob Jones kept the rebound alive, and he was fouled.
Foul's going to be on Tyler Perry, I think.
Good effort by Rob, making sure to get to the glass.
Cam Carter.
And a really good job by Milan being aware of the situation and getting that shot up in time, getting it off the rim. So it sends Rob Jones to the free throw line to shoot 2.
4:11 remaining. Iowa State's going to have to withstand a big effort by the Wildcats, but about 2 or 3 stops in a row.
Rob hits the free throw. 15 points on the night for Rob Jones.
Iowa State gets Kurt Jones. Trey King back in. Milan and Omaha, 2 freshmen out.
Rob shooting one more. Knocked it down. Man, is he locked in tonight or what? 16 for Rob Jones. And he has hit 6 of 7 from the free throw line. And Iowa State leads at 68-50. Here's a pass underneath, reverse layup. Ames would not go, and a late whistle. And a foul on Iowa State.
Chance Moore, the call on that one after the miss and the rebound, called on the shot. The 2 shots coming for Day-Day Ames, freshman from Chicago.
Gilbert, on a kind of a flyby, did kind of nudge him. Yeah. The free throw by Ames is good.
It's one of those, it's not worth an and one, but if you miss it, I'll let you go to the free throw line.
Might have been the thought process. Free throw by Ames, no good. He missed the second. The rebound to Trey King.
8th rebound for Trey.
68-51, Iowa State, 3:55 to go, and Keyshawn Gilbert on the dribble, gets rid of it to King on the left wing. Defended by Kaluma, King crosses over, gets it back to Gilbert way out high. Now to Kurt Jones. Bounce to Rob Jones, gives it back to Kurt, knocked away. Kurt trying to get it back, goes into the backcourt, gets it, and it'll be over and back. And it'll go over to Kansas State. We'll get a media timeout. 3:37, TJ Otzelberger thought it was tipped. But Chance Moore, now they're going to talk a little bit. We'll see.
It was tipped, but then last touch by Iowa State.
Okay. Well, regardless, the timeout happens here. We'll take it and sort it out. 3:37 to go. Iowa State up 68-51 on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
Cyclone farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day through every season with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you, from planting and spraying to steering, harvesting, and more. Based in Ames, Iowa, our products like the Cyclones are the top of the line. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with Ag Leader this year.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Every day is game day for Iowa farmers when it comes to caring for the environment. Today's farm technology lets farmers map soils to determine the exact nutrient needs for each field. These soil samples are matched with fertilizer and manure applications to precisely apply the nutrients the crop needs to be healthy. Iowa farmers care about the water we share. This message is brought to you by Iowa Corn Promotion Board, Pivot Bio, Delta Dental of Iowa, as a commitment to improving the health and wellness of all Iowans. Get in the game and learn more at cleanwateriowa.org.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Welcome back to the Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield second half. A second half which has been dominated by Iowa State. They led it by 7 at the half. They're up by 17 now, 68-51 with 3:37 remaining, despite a 1 for 13 night from three-point range.
Yeah, Cyclones have been not productive from beyond the arc for a while now. Wildcats 5 of 14 from 3. And with Iowa State, 20 turnovers forced by the Cyclones. And Iowa State with 14 steals, 6 by Keyshawn Gilbert, 3 each by Trey King and Robert Jones. And doing it without Demarion Watson. And I mean, not that he's a big, but just think how big he was earlier, a couple of games ago.
The career record for steals at this event is held by Monte Morris. 26. Played a lot of games in this tournament.
Yeah.
68-51 Iowa State.
Yeah, he got a couple of wins.
Yes, he did. 3:35 remaining. Here's Ames. Kansas State trying to make one last push. Ames spins in on King. Gets it to Gasson. Knocked away by Rob Jones, but he stepped out of bounds. It belonged to K-State. 10 on the shot clock. Rob just great effort all night long.
Everywhere.
Yeah. You know, he's not going to get a ton of rebounds in this game, but he has kept so many balls alive on the glass for his teammates. And he has been tremendous. They inbound it. This is Carter on the right wing, throwing it out high to Perry. 6 on the shot clock. Perry against Trey King. 3 to shoot it. He got rid of it to Gasson, then got it back. Needs to shoot it at the buzzer. Missed it. Long rebound. Out of bounds to Iowa State.
I wasn't even sure he got that one off. It was
close, yeah.
But no difference.
So with 3:13 remaining, Iowa State a 17-point lead in the ball. They're going to get Momchilovich, one of their best free throw shooters, back in there for Rob Jones.
Yeah. I don't know that Jerome Tang is going to play the free throw game down 17, but you know what, he might.
They throw it into Kurt Jones. There's a certain amount of desperation for Kansas State. They really need this win badly. Kurt Jones pushing it ahead. Kurt all the way in, draws contact. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Gasson got him. And that will send Kurt to the line. And Kurt's streak of double-digit games in jeopardy. Has just 2 points on the night.
Yeah, 14 straight games in double digits.
And he is average.
Man, he's been terrific.
13.8 points over that stretch. He's been tremendous. Curtis Jones' free throw is good. He has 3 tonight.
A little off. Defense, offense now. They get Rob in for Milan.
Second free throw for Curtis Jones is good. He has 4 points now. And it's 70-51. Well, we talked with TJ about hitting that 70 mark. And forcing turnover certainly helps. Here is Ames on the left wing against Lipsey. Handoff goes to Perry. He drives, bounce pass underneath, reverse layup. Gasson missed it. Perry kept the rebound alive. Gasson saved it back to Perry, and he laid it in. So Perry getting in there with the big guys and doing some damage. He has 18 now, and it's 70-53. 2:34 remaining. Keyshawn Gilbert into the front court for ISU. They lead it by 17. Gilbert, as Carter gets pretty handsy, but Keyshawn just keeps that dribble alive. Now down to 11 to shoot it. Keyshawn to the right side. Past Kaluma with the dribble. Underneath to King. Shovels to Rob Jones. Short jumper. Good. 18 for Rob Jones to match his Iowa State high. 72-53. And a drive by Perry. Kicks it out to the left corner. Kaluma lets the traffic clear. Then knocks down a three. And a timeout called by Kansas State. And it's 72-56.
Yeah, 1:57 to go. That last possession for Iowa State, though, use 26 seconds of the 30-second clock and then have a great finish to it with a short jumper. I mean, and boy, you're right, Rob Jones, what a night he has had. 18 points, he's got 3 rebounds, but man, he has impacted so many things in this game. He's got 3 block shots, 3 steals. I mean, and how many tip outs that kept the ball alive that led to Iowa State possession. So,
and Rob matching his Iowa State high. He scored 18 in the blowout win over Iowa earlier this year. And he has 18 so far in this one. And Iowa State leads it 72-56 with 1:59 to go. I'd say, Eric, that this team got its mojo back tonight.
I would say everything but the three-point shooting. Yep. You know, but man, when you're forcing turnovers and getting points off turnovers, you know, there is more than one way to win. There are a lot of ways. And Iowa State, great defense and some really good offensive execution.
Lipsy inbounds to Trey King. He'll throw it ahead to Kurt Jones. Down court on the fly to Gilbert. And he'll hit the brakes and bring it back out. So we got 1:50 to go.
And Iowa State's just going to run 20-plus seconds off the clock before they even get into anything.
And they lead it 72-56. 1:40 to go. 10 on the shot clock now. Kurt Jones out high with the dribble. Got a screen from King. 5 to shoot it. Kurt on a drive in on Gasson. And up and under. Flips it up there and got it to go. Somehow Kurt Jones flipped it in. He has 6. 74-56. A 3 by Ames will not fall. Lipsy the rebound. He crashed into Kaluma, but nothing called. Kaluma's slow to get up. Here's Lipsy throwing it ahead to Momcilovic. Cyclones killing clock again. We're down to 1:10 to go. And Iowa State up 74-56. And the Cyclone fans here, and there are a great number of them, come to their feet. 58 seconds. Kurt Jones a deep 3, missing, and the rebound to Perry. 74-56. Perry the other way. He'll shoot a 3 over Lipsy. No. Rebound. Trey King is 9th of the game. And Kaluma fouls him. And that's going to send Trey King down to the free throw line with 42 seconds to go. Listen to these Cyclone fans.
Trey King, 14 points, 9 rebounds. Yes, 3 steals on top of it. And no turnovers. Man, he has been outstanding. Once again, just another guy playing a terrific game.
King hits the free throw. And Iowa State's up 75-56. And Trey will try to make it a 20-point lead, and he does. And now, TJ Otzelberger will empty his bench. And Cade Kelderman comes in. Yeah, and Jackson Pavletsky and Omaha Ballou.
Well, what an ovation for Taman Lipsy, Keyshawn Gilbert, Trey King as they come out.
43 seconds to go. And a few of the Cyclone fans behind us chanting CEO. They want Conrad Hawley in the game.
Well, they might get him.
They might if the whistle stops play again. We're down to 38 seconds. Here's Ames trying to spin into the paint. Momcilovic defending. A handoff to Gasson. He'll bring it back out. We're down to 30 seconds left. Left side, Ames. Pass underneath Kaluma, and he's fouled by Ballou. With 25 seconds to go, Kaluma will go to the free throw line. So we'll see if Kansas State, I think in all likelihood, they're going to end up in the NIT. They're going to finish their season at 19-14, the regular season at 19-14. Iowa State is going to get its 25th win of the season. It's going to improve to 25-7, win the season series with Kansas State. Kaluma shooting 2 for K-State here with a lead at 20. 76-56, 25 seconds. Kaluma knocks down the first.
And if Baylor wins, and that's who Iowa State plays, Iowa State will have a chance to get a win against every team in the conference. Baylor's the only team Iowa State has not defeated this year.
That's a pretty nice thing to put on your resume, too. Kaluma's free throw misses, and Momcilovic rebounds, and Iowa State can just dribble out the clock now.
Houston just did that today by beating TCU.
Okay. Jackson Pavlovsky walks it up, and he will dribble out the clock. And Iowa State comes into Kansas City and knocks off Kansas State. A ton of Cyclone fans here to enjoy it as the Cyclones advance to the semifinal round with a 76-57 victory over the Kansas State Wildcats. They take 2 of 3 on the season series and move on to the semis with their 25th win of the season. Iowa State 76, Kansas State 57. Back with the Integra Seed wrap-up show on the Cyclone Network from Learfield.
On the Cyclone Sports Network, you've been listening to the wrap-up show brought to you by Hy-Vee, who proudly supports the Iowa State Cyclones. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. This is Iowa State Cyclone basketball from Learfield.
If you guessed that was the sound of a bag of Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans, you guessed right. Well, kinda.